Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Hollywood After Dark. It is New Year's Eve 2022. Hell, if you're anywhere other than the Central or Pacific coastline here in the United States, it's already midnight for you. So happy 2023, motherfuckers. Let's get into it tonight. Hollywood After Dark. I don't know what's going to happen. Anything really. It could be crazy. It could be nuts. I'm already kind of drunk. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. Of course, it is New Year's fucking Eve. Sorry I'm late. I was actually over on Fandom Actual Fandom. I don't know what he calls himself today. Dane Whitman's channel, finally debating The Last Jedi. We weren't going to do it, but it kind of happened. And then, of course, that took like longer than I thought. So I had to delay the stream, and then I still was running behind. Whoopsie-daisy. It is, of course, something I'm very passionate about defending my dislike of The Last Jedi. I feel like as an ardent Star Wars fan, it's my duty, it's my public service to go against that movie any way that I can. But just, yeah, happy New Year's to everybody. I see a lot of people here from the East Coast that are already has been celebrating. Hope everyone out there is having themselves a great night to not doing anything too stupid. I was out doing delivery driving earlier. I was out going and trying to hustle, make some of that Skrilla, if you will, whatever cheddar, whatever the kids are saying these days. And I'll tell you, it was kind of a dead night. Surprisingly kind of a dead night. Figured it wouldn't be, but it was. Oh, well. Funny thing was, though, it's like my girlfriend was also doing it, and we decided to divvy up the children. Like, all right, you take one, I take the other. I took the 3-year-old. That was very difficult to continuously get her in and get her out of the car, because she did not like that. So that was a fun night. It was a fun evening. And then, of course, just there's not much going on here. This is a small town. There's like no strip clubs in the area. There's only like a couple bars. I don't drink. We made a joke earlier about that. But anyway, Geeks here says, I'm just binging the MCU. There's a lot there to binge. What are you binging? What are you watching? I hope it's something fun. I hope it's a good time. Let's see here. Eyes Only asks, I wonder what Matt's New Year's resolutions are. Well, I don't really know like the best way to frame a New Year's resolution. I know there's people out there that will make the argument like, yeah, man, just like write a list down of like things, like you want to accomplish. And I think in part, like what I want to accomplish is just like, I want to focus on like one or two things and like build those up into something that I think can actually like, get me back to doing things full time. That is a goal, but is also like not going to drive me insane, because there's a lot that like I see on the internet that drives me insane. And, it's very, very frustrating. Ryan here says, I hope the streaming kit lenses are coming in handy. Yeah, man, I'm looking at them right there. I got to definitely set those up for when I need them. When I go out of town, when I do things like that, it'll come in handy 100%. Spherical Man here says, I slept through New Year's. That sucks. I never sleep through New Year's. I mean, it's just kind of like, out here, I'm surprised people aren't lighting off fireworks. That could absolutely happen. Pert Minded here says, that video of you dancing that you posted reminds me of Tom Cruise from Tropic Thunder. You know what? I'll bring that up. I'll bring up the video of me dancing. If you guys want to see what happened there a long time ago, this actually, something I posted about 5 hours ago here, and it was from New Year's Eve, 2017. So 2016 going into 2017, I was at the Governor's Ball in Portland, Oregon, and decided I was drunk. I was definitely hammered when this went down. And I had I was like, hey, take my phone. I'm just going to dance. I'm going to put it on the internet. H-Bart's here, the Turd Tickler song video. This is actually not that, though. This is actually, I was looking through my Google Drive, and I found the video on my Google Drive. So this is the with the original audio. This is a throwback and shit, guys. This is absolutely a fucking throwback here. Let me find that page. Check that out. So, all right, there are only 531 views. But there you go. Oh, yeah. You can tell I totally get all the ladies, folks. Carnival Cruise Lines is knocking on my door to to set up my own show. I'm gonna be an attraction, baby. Oh yeah. That wasn't even as drunk as I got for the rest of that night. That night was a lot of fun, actually. I had a lot of fun. Doing that, yeah. There is someone who did a video to this, like they put it to the turd tickler song. H-Bar says, Matt looking like a waiter on a cruise. Nah, I mean, I think I can rock the vest, all right? I think I can rock the vest. Luke here says, that's Sigma right there. Yeah, that's right, goddammit. That's going to get me going. That's going to get me brought into Hustlers University. If you've been following anything involving the Andrew Tate saga, right? We covered that the other night. It was pretty funny. We found out, people were talking about it as it was going on. It was pretty entertaining as we were discussing it and talking about the situation and how he has been detained still further. In fact, actually, I'll bring this up here, show you guys this real quick, because I also want to, I was hoping RJ might join. I sent him a link. He's finally back home from vacation, so see if they want to join up or whatever. But this is Andrew Tate's wiki, right? So we have the 2022 Human Trafficking Investigation and Detainment. This is why this is entertainment based, because I'm talking about this from the perspective of this will be a really good biopic, right? Now things have turned an entirely different way. So we know that they got him. On December 29th, 2022, police searched 5 homes based on a search warrant, including Tate's mansion. 4 suspects were detained for a period of 24 hours, including both Tate brothers, a former policewoman, and an unnamed 4th Romanian individual. DCOT alleges that the suspects had recruited, then sexually abused 6 women, and formed the group early in 2021 with the intent with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create pornographic material meant to be specialized or seen on specialized websites for a cost. Both Tate brothers are accused of luring women through the lover boy method. Now, if you don't know what the lover boy method is, hold on, what is the lover? I'm actually on Chat GTP right now. I can just ask this real quick and it will tell me, because that's if I could type. There we go. So, okay. So it doesn't know what the, okay. All right. So it doesn't know what the lover boy method is. Right. But anyway, Google says here, traditionally a lover boy seduces young, vulnerable girls and boys over a lengthy period of time in order to exploit them sexually later on. So that's what he's accused of doing, right? He's accused of doing is he used that, like, and he talked about this actually on another version of his website, where he had talked about how he had met women and, he was like, right, yeah, right, mate, yeah, right, mate, yeah. I can't do it correctly, but he would talk about all that, like how he would meet women, seduce them, test them out, if you will, and then get them to fall in love with him and then put them up working on the webcam stuff. You're joining me is RJ. You know what? I shame him a little bit. He comes on in.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back to the land of the online streaming.
I know, it's been about a week, 2 weeks? It's been a minute.
I don't even know.
It's been a while.
It was before Avatar came out.
It was, yeah. It's been a while.
So it's definitely, it's been fun.
Lots happened. I go on vacation, I come back today, it's New Year's. Happy New Year, everybody. And I come back and seems like the world kind of shifted. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Andrew Tate gets arrested.
Yeah.
Avatar is going to make another $70 million this weekend. Possibly $2 billion now.
It's looking at. I know everyone is all like, everyone is kind of talking about Avatar. Like people in this chat, and I'm not going to name names because, quite frankly, I forgot who said it. But the people in this chat were like, Avatar ain't going to make more than $800 million worldwide, and more like, come again. Obviously,
I think something happened with DC too. I forget what happened though.
A lot happened with DC. Yeah, a lot of people really upset with DC, even people that we know. And you know what? I'll bring that up here once we're done with this. But anyway, so just to kind of get back on this one, Andrew Tate and his brother would seduce women, get them to fall in love with them, and then lure them over, with the prospect of being taken care of and maybe marriage and love and things like that, and then get them into doing the sex work. 2 of the women have claimed that they I think even Andrew Tate, I saw a tweet that said this, so I don't know how true it is, but that he had actually admitted to withholding passports and that he had actually admitted to like, keeping women there kind of against their will.
Yeah,
right?
and totally not suspicious, totally normal activities.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. It's crazy shit there,
You see
right?
that one post, by the way, that from 2017 from Andrew
Oh,
Tate?
where he beat the woman?
No. Well, there was that one. That was from 2016 on Big Brother. But no, I'm talking about where he replied to this comic book artist whose child was dying of a disease and was asking for money, being like, "I'll save your child's life, but only if you ask kindly. Your pathetic comic books don't make any money, but I do. So grovel and I'll save your child." I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow, man. I mean, I'm just going to say it. That's some supervillain shit right there. Like that really is. If someone's like, my child is dying, I can't afford healthcare. I need some help. And it's like, yeah, grovel, bitch, and I'll give you what you want. That's definitely an issue. That's crazy. Geeks here admits never thought Avatar make $1 billion. Dude, that's like, you don't bet against Cameron, dog.
I was figured to make $1 billion. It was $2 billion. I was questioning personally.
I knew it was going to crack $1 billion. I didn't realize that it was going to go like, I thought maybe 1.4 to 1.6. Right? Seemed about.
That's looking more like about 1.7 to 2.
Yeah, so. It's looking up there because even then this weekend, right? Because remember last weekend there was the winter storm that knocked it out, right?
Also,
and then
the World Cup too. The World Cup kind of affected the international numbers the first weekend. We're like, I don't know.
But then the movie was making like $20 million a day during the week. Like Wednesday and Thursday, it was making over $20 million domestically, 20 million during a weekday. It's insane. Right. And so, and then of course, now it's looking like it's going to have a $67 million or $70 million weekend. It's actually going to have at least a 6% increase over last weekend.
Which that's crazy to think about. But then again, it is a holiday weekend. It's like the fact that Christmas and New Year's both fall on weekends this year.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. But at the same time, again, it's like movies that are released at Christmas time. This is kind of what happens. But I do think Avatar, if it would have even been released like during the summer, it would have had very similar impact. But the length of the movie is definitely something that I think is helping it because of the current weather patterns that we've been having. So
and the holidays too. It's like people will have 3 hours to kill. I think they're okay with that too.
And
I mentioned this, by the way, real quick on a side note about Andrew Tate. I did say last night because I think you covered this. I said if they make a biopic, you're saying that this is going to be turned into a movie.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
I say the Greta Thunberg gets played by Bella Ramsey, and you get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to play Andrew Tate.
No, Dwayne is not skinny enough. He'd have to go method to play Andrew Tate. Would.
But Dwayne, I feel like would play it up because Andrew Tate's like the evil version of The Rock in some ways. It's like The Rock if he was like Duke Cody from Glass Onion,
Maybe Dave Bautista can play Andrew Tate then. Jess here for 5. Thank you, Jess. Says in the comics, Lex Luthor cured his niece's cancer and then gave her cancer again. He said, "God giveth, God taketh." Wow, that's pretty fucked up. I didn't know that. Crazy. Mo Moon here for 2. Thank you. Says always bet against RJ. It's a win-win situation.
Last people who did that didn't end up very well. So
Spherical Man here says that John Cryer should play Tate.
I can see that too, actually, to be honest.
You know what? If he gets his weird kind of Cockney accent going on, or whatever his accent is very interesting. But anyway, finish it up here. So one of the 4 suspects is charged with assault and accused of emotional abuse. After his arrest, a Twitter hoax alleged that Romanian police had learned of Tate's presence in the country because of his response video to Thunberg showed a pizza box from the Romanian chain Jerry's Pizza. The rumor was debunked by media outlets and Romanian authorities. Look, I believe you can't tell me the Greta Thunberg thing did not have an impact.
I choose to believe the pizza box is what
pizza box theory just makes sense. It just makes sense. That's all it does.
Didn't Andrew tweet that the Matrix sent agents after him?
Yeah, no, that's why people thought he was out of jail. It's because he had tweeted that the Matrix had sent agents for him. So people thought he was out of jail and there was all this stuff there going on. But then we found out yesterday that following the 24-hour detention, DICOT asked a judge that the detention be extended. The court acceded to their request late on December 30th, and all 4 are being remanded in custody for a further 30 days. The Tates have appealed the detention, which will be ruled on the first week. So if they the thing is, the reason why they're being detained for 30 days is clearly because they would be considered a flight risk. right? Like clearly that's why.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going to get that appeal. Or if they get that appeal, there's going to be like, they're going to have ankle monitoring. They're not going to be able to go anywhere. But even that, I wouldn't be surprised if they like cut off the ankle monitoring and like hastily made an exit towards somewhere in the country. You know what I mean? Like he's ballsy enough to make that attempt. I don't personally see him getting out there, but what's always fun is, I will hold on here. Damn it. I'm going to have to run out to the living room for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, cause there's something with my kids. So give me a hot second. RJ, just answer some questions there, in the chat. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no worries. The Rock is too rugged and built like granite to play Tate. That's true. Jump on a boat and flee. But yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good New Year's. Last week I spent time with some family in Vegas, and then ended up getting sick the last 4 days. So apologies for the quality of my voice. It's still not 100% recovered. I got like some kind of cold or something. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Jump from very wet air to dry air. It's just always a disaster. Didn't end up seeing Avatar either. I wanted to see Avatar again, but I didn't get to see it again, sadly. I wanted to, though. Hopefully I'll get to see it again. Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, listen, well, Famous, I know you're saying that. I don't think Puss in Boots did terrible, though. It did pretty okay for the 3-day holiday weekend. It's gonna do okay.
It's at 50 million domestic so far.
I mean, it could do better, though. I mean, but it's
dude,
not,
I mean, like,
Lamb, though.
Yeah, but it's been 11 years since we've seen a fucking anything with Shrek related characters. The last movie, yes, the last Shrek movie was Shrek Forever After in like May 2010, and then
Puss in Boots was 2011, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then Puss in Boots was November 2011. I saw it when it came out. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Is it came out, and it's been 11 years since we'd seen everything. Now there has been a Puss in Boots show on Netflix. Like they've done 6 seasons, which my kids have been watching, and it's actually not bad. But I just saw this on Reddit. I have no idea how true it is. Someone posted in the Apple TV subreddit that Puss in Boots: The Last Wish will be streaming on January 6th on Apple TV.
Is that like for on demand, or is that like free streaming?
That might be like video on demand.
I was thinking video on demand, like you buy for like,
because that's Universal and that's their MO. Right? I mean,
it's been working very well for them, actually.
Have you seen Violent Night's numbers?
No, but I've heard it's done very well.
Oh, dude. So it came out December 2nd, right? And they released it December 2nd. 3 weeks later, it was on PVOD, and it's still in theaters. The movie, when it released on PVOD, it had $56 million worldwide is what it earned. It's now up to about 45 or 46, maybe even closer to 50 million domestic.
That's
even good. Though it's been on PVOD.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, honestly. I mean, they're maximizing all the money they can from that movie.
Oh, well, they did the same thing with Sing 2 last year.
Yeah. Well, the Sing 2 strategy is what they're doing with Puss in Boots.
Yeah, and it worked. Exactly. It really worked. I was really surprised about that because for one, like Sing 2 did like almost 300 million, I think, worldwide box office wise, you know, and it's good stuff there. All right, there we got Saggy Melons joining us. Saggy, you've had an interesting day.
Happy New Year, everybody.
And I'm actually glad you're here because I wanted to quickly touch one final thing on the Andrew Tate thing. I don't know if you guys saw the video clip I posted in the DM group. Did you guys watch? I don't know if it went through or not.
I was watching a bit of it, but I got distracted.
Okay. It's only a minute long, right? So one person is having a bit of an issue surrounding the Andrew Tate situation and has made a very interesting kind of comparison. And let me just play this clip here.
Andrew Tate news. I mean, look, I think the Tate thing is like so overplayed, man. Like on both sides. Like if you hate, like the hate boner for Tate and like all these people that are like celebrating what happened yesterday as like this huge cultural dub or whatever, I think the whole thing's silly. I also think that it's super sad that so many people think of this guy as like an internet dad. I think the whole Tate thing is just crazy. And I'm over it. To be honest with you, I'm fucking over it. Like I don't need an internet dad. I also don't think he's worse than Ezra Miller. He's literally not as bad as a dude who's gonna star in a $200 million movie next. I'm fucking over it. I'm fucking over it. Getting in a tweet fight with a 19-year-old activist is not the same thing as kidnapping children and hucking chairs at people. This whole culture's got their whole fucking moral compass all fucked up. So no thanks. No fucking thanks. When it comes to Tate. Holy shit.
I see now why you.
Hold on. Was Andrew Tate arrested for human trafficking though?
Yes,
So, like,
Andrew Tate is arrested for human trafficking, being held for 30
so
days.
like, how can you compare it to listen? Ezra Miller's been accused of some sus shit. That's not.
But never convicted.
But here's the thing though. Andrew Tate has been arrested for human trafficking. Like that's a pretty fucked comparison. Like even if you know like Ezra Miller, like what?
And just listening to his little like freak out over Ezra Miller, and you obviously you guys know I've covered that to fucking
that's why I wanted your reaction.
Bro, you didn't even do any research. You're one of those clowns that just stopped at the headlines and just assumed it as facts. No, sir, your problem is that you still live in the society. You want to talk about why our morals and stuff are backwards. Sir, you didn't do your due diligence to actually research the Ezra Miller situation. You literally just are a sheep like everybody else was. If you actually dug into that story, you would have found some things that you probably would have been like, oh, maybe he didn't actually do something. Maybe people are just lying. I mean, I don't know. Y'all still feel how you feel about Ezra Miller, but like, holy shit, that's the worst take of 20 to end on this year on.
Yeah, no, I can't. So I was sent that earlier. I sent a little snippet of that. And I thought it was funny. I went and found it. And like before then, he actually is talking about Ezra Miller and like how bad Ezra Miller is and whatever. And then someone's just like, what about Andrew Tate? And it just segues into this perfect.
Okay. Was he doing like a wrap up stream of the year covering like all the stories of the year?
I think so. It was his wrap up stream of the year, but I thought it was really fucking funny.
Who is this guy?
That's Josh from Den of Nerds, who is just such a fuck. That was a guy that's like, he's such a fucking. I don't know, like when I'd heard like, so the person who sent me the clip was all like, oh, Josh is really upset about Andrew Tate, and I'm like, oh, that would make sense because he clearly is attracted to these guys that like love power, right? And because that's all Josh craves is power. Right. And then this one he goes like, but he's not as bad as Ezra Miller. This guy's out. He fucking got into a Twitter beef and he got arrested over a Twitter beef. Yeah, I mean, like completely ignoring the whole human trafficking bullshit. Hold on.
This person said Andrew Tate and Ezra Miller are both monsters. May they rot in prison. Here's the thing: Andrew Tate probably will. Ezra Miller hasn't been convicted of any of the gross things people said. So
or charged. Like,
the
only thing Ezra's been charged over is the grand theft.
Yeah.
So you know, and that's
well,
that's
either way, Ezra Miller.
And people, and here's the thing: y'all can keep bringing up those protection orders. I hate to break it to you, those are temporary. And those are easy to obtain. All you have to do is say, I need one. And then they give you a temporary one in the meantime. And in that time, while there's a temporary one, you're supposed to be filing for a case to extend that filing. So y'all don't know the laws. You don't know due processing. So maybe stop freaking out on a stream about Ezra Miller being as bad as Andrew fucking Tate when you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I had to literally educate myself on basic law to cover Ezra Miller to know what the fuck I was talking about. This dude couldn't even be bothered to look into it a little more before freaking out on his stream like, oh my God, Ezra Miller.
I mean, here's the thing too. The whole Ezra Miller thing too is like, not like it's irrelevant, but it's like, they're not continuing as the Flash anyway. Like the whole shit's getting rebooted, which is another big story this year.
Right, and so I think they do that anyways.
Well,
I think they probably do that anyways.
No,
so
here's the thing. I don't believe that. I can't get behind the argument that both Ezra and Andrew
there's levels
are equally terrible. Yeah, Andrew Tate beating women sexually, like
taunting somebody over their dead shot.
Like Ezra might be like a bit of an egomaniac, but and clear mental problems.
Like a very strange cat.
But I don't see Ezra mocking someone's child who's dying of cancer, sort of thing. Ezra, like based upon everything we've read, would actually be the exact opposite, where Ezra would invite that person to come and hang out on their weed farm and then live there, and probably, you know, not necessarily the safest of environments, but it wouldn't be it wouldn't be through the perspective of like, how can I hurt you? It would be like, how can I give you something to help you, sort of situation. But Ezra, in my opinion, does have mental issues, and
Ezra admitted it.
Ezra admitted it. Andrew Tate is like a kickboxer who clearly was hit in the head one too many times. Is running around, and you know, I don't have no problem with like the sex in the cam shit, but like if that's his business, that's his business, provided that like it's on the up and up. It sounds like some of these women were lured there. They were manipulated to get there. They were held there, you know, their passports were taken. They were told they were going to be thrown in like prison because they didn't have their passports. They were kind of forced into doing this kind of online sex work. Way fucking worse than stealing some booze and throwing a chair. I'm sorry. Like, I don't agree with the throwing the chair thing, but there's a marginal level of throwing a chair at somebody versus like imprisoning them so they can, you know, double click their mouse on a live stream and make you $250K a month.
Right. And also, like, so you do sucks that I know the law and the law hearings. It's like, then you know that I'm telling the truth, because I can easily get a temporary restraining order, and it's in the name, temporary. Anyone can get a temporary restraining order at the time, but after that, to extend that restraining order, you have to prove legally through proceedings that the person is a threat to your life. And again, that's what people seem to not understand. They take the headlines, they read it, and they're just like,
I mean, and it's fun to joke about it. We joked a lot about it too here and whatever, but I just, you know, joking is one thing. But I just want to make sure that, you know, that the truth is out there. Ryan, no worries, brother. Like, that wasn't even pointing you out at all. It was just like, I've seen other people say similar things. That was the last comment I saw. No worries on that one, dude. You know, I love you, boo. Anyway, yes, in other words, Tate is a douchebag. He is a douchebag.
Oh, he's a friggin'
He's a grade A douchebag.
Psycho.
I mean, but the thing is though, but that's also his bread and butter. So what you've got here when it comes to, let's say, Josh is the kind of guy who's also a douchebag. Like if Josh was in the same position of Andrew Tate, you could pretty much ascertain that he would probably do the exact same thing. Okay. Speculative, but like he would. But listen to the way he talks about this. Where, oh no, I'm over the Tate thing. But Ezra fucking Miller. Well, wait, what? Like those two don't even go hand in hand. But you can tell, like, again, like Josh is a fucking moron. He's just a moron. But that's of course, you know, the kind of shit that he's into. And it's been another. I mean, we've had another moron kind of, you know, get himself into some stuff here. Saggy's been.
Which one, dude? There's too many. God. Oh my God, there's too many, man. This. I'm guessing you're going to the Andy.
Well, I was gonna wait a little bit on it, and then I need to work on a graphic real quick. So, because I didn't get the chance. I was arguing The Last Jedi, so I really didn't get any of my work done.
Arguing with The Last Jedi in the year 2023.
2022. It's only 2022 for me, man. I've got 55
years.
55 minutes. 55 minutes.
It's been 5 years.
It's not that it's just been 5 years. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're shady though. Did you know that we're shady?
Yeah.
You are shady people.
Shady people.
But we're not shady videos of ourselves jerking off to women, but we're so shady. We're so fucking
well, he doesn't know who you are, Saggy, so I don't know why you keep talking about it.
Well, no, we talked about that. That he knows who I am. That's not what he was asking. He was basically saying he was like, who is Saggy behind the name Saggy Mounts? He was trying to find out who I really was. My real name, my real identity.
Yeah, he's trying to find so he can send somebody after you. I mean, that's literally about it. Literally. But that's why he's calling me.
Like sending like a hitman or sending a lawyer?
No. He's a lawyer. Or a PI or something. Not a hit. Something.
Well, did you see the well, I mean, I know.
Well, listen, I mean,
Jesus Christ, OJ, he fucking
wants me dead, bro.
It's like, yo, Andy,
I don't know.
My name is his name is Andy Signora. You know, he's fucking got the Italian people, the Italian mafia out of fucking Tampa.
Listen, he probably does want me dead. I'm not even gonna lie.
Look, he definitely wants to like fill you with something.
No, oh, I saw what his first.
You know, he
It's
just
either
probably
lead or
wants to like
cream. We don't know.
he
though.
he wants to glaze her like a donut.
Please stop, because you know what I had to watch this week, dude. You know what I
You know what? I don't know what I'm allowed to say legally, so I'm not going to say anything. No, I haven't seen it. If that's what anyone's wondering. I've only heard through the grapevine how bad things truly are.
Oh, it got
I've-
worse. I dropped
Oh,
a bomb
no.
on my stream today. I don't know if you heard it.
I saw that. Today was.
I was
doing other
driving
stuff.
home, so I didn't see anything.
So the bomb I dropped to end the new year is that I know for a fact and could probably prove it if I get the permission. Hopefully I do, because at this point these women are just getting more and more pissed off that he just keeps lying and going after people and calling them liars. So they're getting a little pissed off. But I know for a fact that Andy Signor is not the only person, not the only eyes that have seen these women. He has actually sent these pictures and videos to other people within his community, within his inner circle, so without them even knowing that other people have seen them. So while these women think that that's just Andy seeing their pictures, oh no, she's sending them around like trophies.
What?
And, yeah,
No.
yeah.
Wait. So without revealing names, are we talking like potential moderators or like other YouTubers friends?
From what I know, moderators, some of his mods are definitely involved. They definitely have seen a lot of these women. I'm assuming. I mean, it's a guy thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he showed it to some of his other YouTuber buddies either. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I just know that he sent them to some mods of his. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep, it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and again, that's just the tip of the fucking iceberg with this.
That's just the tip of the spear, so to speak.
Oh yeah, and listen, the stuff that like I said, I want to be able to talk about, but I have to respect these women. These are their stories. They told me I could mention them. I just don't, can't get into too much details until they're ready to like put it out there. But it's bad, dude. Like it's really friggin' bad. Like I mean, it's bad, man. Like he fucked up bad.
Well, because you and I were talking about this last night, and I had said that, like, the key thing here is if this is consenting adult stuff. So this, well, okay, no, like, now I didn't know about the second part of that. That is not consenting adult stuff. That is definitely bad things. I'm gonna send you. I made a little graphic. That's not graphic, but I made a little graphic. I'm just gonna post this in the group. Let me know if this is okay to post, and I will. I don't want to if it's not okay to post.
Yeah, you can post that. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let me just.
But I will say, like, so the more I hear the stories, the more it's like, so even though there was consent under falsities, meaning like these women were under certain impressions. Like, you know how when you're in a relationship and you were, well, I don't know, think Matt is this kind of person, but there are some guys that are like in relationships, they're married, and they'll tell these women that their relationship's not good, or they're separated from their significant other, or their significant other's awful and abusive, they're not putting out, and they feel depressed and things like that. So they basically like give these women these sob stories to make them feel like sad for them and make them think, oh well, I guess it's okay to do this because his relationship's on its way out, right? So it's like these are. And it's not even that. It's like they're lying to the wives, because for all we know, that like their relationships are completely fine, and the woman is not aware that there's problems, but the guys are telling other women that there is, so they can get what they want. So it is like a gray area. Like, yeah, was it consensual, but was it consenting because there was manipulation behind it? That's, I think, where people keep not understanding the story. It's like it's not about the consent; it's about the manipulation to get the consent to do what they do.
Yeah. So a couple things. There's this first image here that was made today that I thought it's kind of indicative of the clown behind the mask. We've got that one right there.
Wow. It's very creepy.
Yeah, it's very, very, very creepy. But here's this is the little collage thing. So what we're looking at here on the left is this is an image that Saggy released. that was from the original video. As you can tell, it's in pretty decently high quality, very definitive traits. You can see the Popcorn Planet logo there. You can see the Ghostbusters Simpsons short that Andy has worn on stream. So it's not a deep fake. And then this middle image here is one you released yesterday. Now, do you want to?
Is it supposed to be? Like, I'm confused. It's
What
like
the fuck is?
It's a walrus censoring something. Like,
Well, let Saggy explain that because
Okay.
she's seen it. I haven't. So this is her image that she put up.
So this is from a video I unfortunately saw the other day. This is Andy in his studio. I was told this is his old studio, not the current one, but those who have been to his studio before he got a new one will definitely most likely recognize this layout. That's pretty much why I posted to kind of say, hey, these women do have videos. These aren't deep fakes. What's happening is where the walrus is basically a video that Andy edited from one of the women's videos that they sent to him. So what he does is these women will send him videos of them doing stuff, and he will edit the video, and he will then send these women a video of what he's doing to that video he's watching. So that's what the video was. Is of him pleasuring himself to a video of a woman that he had edited, which is weird that he actually edits these women's videos that they send. Like most guys will get the videos and they'll just rub one out to the video. He actually takes time to edit the video so he can watch it, whack off, and then send the women the video of him whacking off to them.
Now, I was under the impression that they were in a Zoom call.
I thought so too.
Okay, so this was a pre-recorded video that she had sent him.
Right.
And then he then pulled out his phone and filmed himself giggity to it. But so then he's got the two monitors, and one each monitor is featuring a close-up of a bit.
Okay, so that's where I was confused, because I also thought it was like a Zoom call when I first saw it. But then I noticed that, yes, on one side of the screen is the girl's upper half, and then on the second side of the screen was a close-up of her lower half. And that's why I was like, wait, how do you do that on a Zoom call? Could you like split the image? Like, I didn't understand what it was. So when I asked the girl, like, was this on a call? She said, no, that was a video I sent. He edited it, and then that's what he sent me in return. So
okay,
yeah.
Yeah, and this is all information that's being put out there. And then so that was what you had seen yesterday, and the censored part is his bit.
Yes.
Is this before or after the white stuff?
This was, what do you mean? Like, did he finish?
Well, because you saw the full Monty, so to speak. You saw everything.
Yeah,
Right?
I know I keep saying this joke, but it's actually a true statement. Is that like this has gotten to the point where like if Andy Signor was in a lineup of and I had to identify him by his penis, I could. So yes, I have seen it. In this one, he finished. He finished.
Now, was it chunky or clear?
RJ, what the fuck?
I'm just asking. You know, we have to
What
know.
kind of question is that?
That's a very interesting. I mean,
did it look like he was healthy or like he was like dying?
Oh
you know,
God,
like
RJ, why are you asking this question?
I mean, listen, maybe
Why is that the first thing you fucking think of when you ask me a question, bro?
I mean, listen.
What is wrong with
Maybe
you?
there's a reason behind all this. Maybe
What's
he's
wrong with
dying.
your cum that you have to ask that question to compare? Like, are you sick?
No,
And you
I'm just
wanna
saying
know
maybe he's a very sick person.
RJ's
Literally.
like legit trying to be like, yo, like mine comes out really chunky like cottage cheese. I want to know if that's normal for every guy. Like, what the fuck, RJ?
No. I'm just we need to know.
Does he
these
shoot
questions.
ropes? Like, holy shit.
Well, maybe he's not even human. We don't know. Is he green?
RJ, stop.
These are interesting questions that people need to know.
These are
Nobody
okay.
needs to know that, especially
I mean-
you.
I mean, like, look, okay, so to piggyback off of what RJ is saying here, I could only wonder if just like oh my god.
See, even
Okay.
Matt's curious.
No,
Even Matt wants to know.
I am my fascination is because as soon as you said that, I'm thinking like curdled cheese, right? Or like fucking cottage cheese,
Oh my god.
you know, on the thing. And I'm like, okay, that's no good. But is it a snake wearing a turtleneck or not? Could you tell?
I'm gonna.
Because I think that plays a part in what RJ is asking, right? So if he's cut around, God damn it, this might actually, if this conversation ends up in a court of law, I'm gonna die laughing.
I hope it does. I hope it does.
If you end up getting sued by him for these conversations, and it's like they go, Your Honor, presenting to the court the conversation discussing whether or not Andy Signore is circumcised. Because look, if he's uncircumcised, you have the smegma buildup inside, and that could be the chunkiness. If he doesn't clean it, he's kind of a nasty guy, right? From the look of it, right? You look at him and you think like, he's kind of gross, right? Is he the most hygienic? I have no idea. But if it builds up in there and he doesn't clean it out, then you'd have the cheese. You know, you'd have the dick cheese, and then that.
Well, I don't even know what you guys are friggin' asking me anymore.
Like, I guess what RJ is asking is for a forensic analysis of the goo.
It looked like it was like regular, normal stuff.
Command unit here says RJ is my spirit.
I don't know what to tell you. It was normal. It's just the size is just not there.
Anyway, thank you for derailing that, RJ.
You're welcome.
Good to have you back. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, I know.
And then so.
Now here's what I want to know. Why is there?
No, I'm not answering you anymore. Shut up.
Well,
Here,
now
this is a legit question. Why is there a picture of the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, that I don't. I actually haven't fully read that.
Yeah,
okay, so this is from, I don't know where this came from, so I'm just going to read it. Andy Signore, you know the significance of this pillowcase. Yes, I do have multiple videos saved. Out of respect for the women in these videos, I'd like to protect and maintain their dignity, but you know full well what this is in reference to, so stop lying. The more you continue to lie and deny, the more of us are feeling empowered to come forward. As for Steph, the alter nerd, you disgust me. You quite proudly share your victimhood very frequently, then claim you advocate for others. You're both as sick as each other. So I have to ask, is that a male or is that a female?
That's a female.
Oh.
So did Andy do cum tributes on this pillowcase to the women? Like what? Like I'm confused. Like what is it?
I mean, it's clearly implying a cum tribute. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why does he own a Powerpuff Girls pillowcase?
Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna doesn't he have isn't it like his soon to be stepdaughter like around that age?
I don't know. I don't know much.
I'm not speculating anything or insinuating anything.
Why would he take a child?
I don't know. I don't know. He needs a towel. His first saying that's fucking grabbable. I don't know.
Somebody speculated, and I'm just gonna say this because I don't want people to start spreading shit that's
no. I don't think he's done anything inappropriate with you. Abundantly clear. Yeah, I'm just saying it's like if you've got
done with a minor, just
But if you've there'd be no other reason for him to have like a Powerpuff Girl pillowcase or whatever nearby, right? Like if he was gonna come in it, you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, fucking sock, whatever. But like if it's there, it could be like in the laundry or whatever, and he would, I don't know. Yeah. I'm thinking it's just like what's handy, so to speak, right? Hey, ooh, handy Andy.
Oh yeah, somebody already came up with that.
Damn it.
I did that in my fake cease and desist.
Damn it, son of a bitch.
No, it's funny because right now Matt and I, because we were involved in the article, and I also want to point out too that people keep forgetting is that the quotes in the article between when he keeps saying that this person sourced us. What did she source us for? What did Matt say in that article that was a source of anything that was a gotcha? It was just him saying that he used to be friends with him and his perspective. And that was it. And mine was just a couple of quotes that weren't that aside from the fact that yeah, the women talked on my channel. But aside from that, it's like there was nothing sourced. And if anything sourced, it's like, but that's out there. It's not.
Yeah,
Not out there.
I had talked with Kat months before any of this stuff came out.
Same.
So there's stuff there where you're like, or I'm like, yeah, I had nothing to do with any of that shit. So generally speaking, yeah, I had nothing to do with that. But anyway, I just, Command Unit here for $2. Thank you. Says the cheese adds flavor and texture. Thank you for that one, Command Unit.
I hate everything about what I'm doing. The worst part of this is having to see these videos because, like, obviously, like, dude, like my reaction.
I wouldn't my worst enemy to watching this.
So my reaction when she reached out to me and said, "Hey, I found one of the videos," and I was like, "Fuck!" It's like, because I knew as soon as they said that, I was like, "Fuck!" I'm gonna have to watch it because I have to verify it, right? So that was my first reaction. Was just like, "Fuck!" And then I was like freaking out because I'm like, "Oh God, I gotta see another one. How bad is it? Like, what can you describe it to me?" And then she described it to me. I was like, "Fuck!" It's like the more she told me about it, I was just like, "No."
What cracked me up about it was like I talked to Saggy on the phone like right afterward, and then like I overheard her explain it to her boyfriend. It was funny.
Because like he heard me.
She's like, "I saw another one."
Yeah, because like he heard me screaming, and he's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Ah, there's another video." And he's like, "Another one?" I was like, "Bro, there's a ton. This is another one I am going to have to verify." And he's just like shook his head, and he's just basically like, "Why you do this?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And it was a struggle, like me and it was bad, man. But on the plus side, in solidarity, because she was obviously in the video, so it meant I was watching it, which means I had to see her. So in fairness, I was like, you know what, because I knew how embarrassing it was for a woman to like show that to people. That so I sent her something of me so she felt comfortable. So now she has seen me, I've seen her. We're on even levels now, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you have an OnlyFans though, so it's like it's not really different.
I mean, true, but at the same time.
And why are you saying this in front of RJ? You're just going to make him jealous. It's not.
No.
I think he was a little bit more interested in Andy Signore's cummies than my boobies. So I think I'm.
No, that is.
Was it chunky?
I was asking questions because I find it fascinating, and I think the audience as well.
This is why RJ is single, bro. Like, is that what you're gonna say on your first date? Hey, is like your vagina chunky? Like, what's the deal?
Well, I would say on the first date.
Okay, maybe the second date. I don't know, but like that's
not
like
even
the weirdest thing to ask. That was the weirdest thing to ask anyone. Is like, was it?
Listen, I was only brave enough to ask the tough questions. Everyone else was curious. Nobody
was curious, dude. Nobody was thinking like that. Like most
Matt
people,
clearly was. Matt was clearly thinking it too.
Look, my mind starts in the gutter and works its way up. I was like not gonna make that joke. That's why I was like, I told Saggy yesterday, I said, you'll never look at a Cinnabon the same way ever again. Yeah, that's about where I was going to leave it.
RJ, like most people, the normal question the people that ask me a question all the time is like, how big is it? That's like a normal thing to ask.
That's a boring question, though. Everyone knows he has a tiny dick, but people don't know what comes out of the tiny dick at this point, you know?
What, like tiny cum? Like, I mean, It's like there's different lengths of hoses, but like the output's still the same.
Right. Like you just made that very uncomfortable for everybody involved.
I don't think so.
I don't know. We're ending 2022 with one of the most in-depth discussions on semen we've ever had in Hollywood After Dark. So, it's funny because I made that little video today about like what to expect from 2023, and I mentioned we get into the debaucherous. Little did I know that it would take a turn for anyway.
All I know is I really hope that Andy takes that last post and starts saying shit because I don't want to have to watch any more fucking videos.
But do you know the context of the Powerpuff Girl thing there? Do you know that context, or is that just?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and you can't talk about it.
Nope, not until I have permission.
Sure, I get you.
But
that makes sense.
It's not good. I'll tell you that much. It's not good.
Like this is when, you know what? Can we PayPal like Darth Lunga some money so he can like do a commentary video in the voice of Andy Signore.
He would
He's really
probably-
good at doing an Andy voice. I can't do it, but he could really make it sound like, you know.
That's how you know you spend too much time with somebody, when you can actually mimic their voice perfectly.
Yeah, it's weird that he can do that.
Well, he spent a lot of time with that. He spent a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
time-
no, yeah, he did. That's very true. That's very true. He did. That's funny, man.
I don't know, man.
good old handy Andy.
Stop being shady.
It's just stop. Just fucking stop. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, you know what? Yeah. Like-
It's weird because that's like, I know you don't know about the other situation with like Keemstar's former co-host, right? And I told you a little bit about that, but it's the same, legit, like the same thing Andy did. And this is the weirdest part, is that dude's like a 7,000 sub channel, and everyone's making that a huge deal. Like, it's funny because like when his kinks were exposed, it's kind of gross. So that's what people are clowning on him on. But like at the end of that whole debacle, like there's at least 40 women that this dude did shit with, right? And then Andy is a 700,000 sub channel. And like everyone's just like, nah, that's not true. And I'm just sitting there like, it's about the numbers. The more famous or the more popular you are, the more you can get away with the shit. And that's why I thought that was the funniest thing, is that going at the end of the year, how many of these people, all these YouTubers being fucking sus as hell, and they just get away with it like it's nothing. It's crazy.
Well, the thing is that you can only really be canceled by your audience.
Right.
So that's really about it. Like that's
It's not even
truly.
about being canceled. It's just like, I don't understand why this, like with Andy especially, it's like, dude, you already got fucked for this the first time. Why are you still doing it? And it's like, the dude has got a problem. It's like
because
you-
because it's the same notion of like, because he was able to get away with it once, so why would people believe it firsthand?
But it's like, isn't it fucking weird that he edits the video? Like, he takes time to actually put together a video. And like, there was another girl too, again, just to put this out there, so more people know, like, this is a pattern, right? The last girl that came out, what her story was that he had offered her help with her OnlyFans. And since she didn't know how to really do all that, she would send him the stuff for him to post on her OnlyFans, not aware that he was actually taking all of her content, editing it together, and then sending her a video of him doing that to the video he edited. And that's why it's like, it's weird to me that somebody would take time to edit the video, because I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a guy doing that. I've heard of guys just doing the deed to what they were sent, not fucking editing it, dude. That's so weird.
Yeah. That's like that's a weird level of dedication there, right? That's wanting ownership over it. That really is like that is him wanting to like really be in control of those women and be in control of that content, you know?
Right.
So then that's like, so he can be like, I made this for you. Like this belongs to me now, sort of thing. There's a lot there with him that's weird and creepy and scary, really kind of freaky there. Yeah, so as time goes on, be sure to, if you're catching this on the VOD or watching it now, if you haven't subscribed to Saggy Melons, it's a good way to keep up on the drama, you know? So if you're interested in the adventures of Handy Andy Signore, Saggy Melons is your go-to spot, and that is until Keemstar comes in and completely takes it over.
I wish somebody would, because he can view all the dicks. I don't want no more fucking.
Here's the
dick
thing,
video.
yeah, but it's like, but the thing with that too is like, would Keemstar even remotely touch it? Like, I feel like,
I think he knows it exists, because I remember when the first story dropped and the parody video was circulating. I know he saw it. I know people tagged him in it, so I know he's aware.
yeah,
And after the whole situation with him, I brought it up. I've been in spaces with him. I've definitely brought it up because I'm like, there's a bigger YouTuber doing the same exact shit. And if you're interested, to look into it, help a sister out, because I'm tired of looking at Andy's little wiener. Okay, it's getting triggering. Okay, it's gonna ruin dick for me forever. I'm gonna have to become full on lesbian or something.
you hear that, RJ? You have a chance.
Yeah,
What?
he looks like Chaz Bono. That Chaz
Anyway.
Fucked up.
Let's see. Command Unit asks, can you deep fake dick? People keep saying super chats. That's the one that I just looked at. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could deep fake just about anything, right? But it's like really, putting the face on somebody else's,
Thank you, Keith.
like Andy's face on somebody else would be probably the more realistic aspect of it versus anything else. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but I don't think
we
deepfakes are that advanced. So
yeah, we've kind of spent enough time on Andy's penis. There are some super chats to get to here, so
Yeah,
thank you for that
response.
one. We got Command Unit here did bring up what
the
RJ just
fuck?
left. Okay.
I was
he
just like,
might-
oh, no more dick talk. I'm out.
No, wow, that was an immediate reaction. Here we go. He's back. Thank you for that, Command Unit. We'll get to that at the end there. Thank you. Moisture for Two says, I wish Universal ran a better streaming service. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Peacock. But I have a feeling like, again, I have a feeling that if it gets sold, if HBO Max, or just Max is what they're going to call it, ends up getting sold to Universal, which is what a lot of people are speculating, then, they'll be able to integrate all that Universal content into something with a name that won't get you demonetized on YouTube. Kind of weird to think about it. Anyway, this is here. Thank you for 5. Says when it comes to box office takes, also goes to how much the film took to make. Talking about Avatar, I believe, and then he goes, still knew more about Die Hard. Yeah, you're gonna die on that hill, man. But I'm okay with that. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, look, the Avatar might be at as much money as it's at, but it did cost reportedly like $600 million. But is that Avatar 2 and 3, or is that just Avatar 2?
we don't know.
We don't know. Yeah. So there's that. Thank you. Command Unit here says I'm weirdly not surprised that 40K is the first universe to have its own streaming service. So far, it's only been animated projects. I mean, yeah, but now that you have this deal going on with Amazon, I don't really see the Games Workshop like Warhammer Plus doing much. Like, because I mean, unless they offer like a lot of, I mean, it's probably going to be all animated at this point in time. But then again, we don't know the full extent of the deal that Vertigo Entertainment signed with Games Workshop before taking it to Amazon. So we know that it's going to be cinematic and theatrical, and it's going to be, television. But it could also mean animated. We have no idea. But yeah, I mean, I think the next 10 years, we're going to see a lot out of Warhammer. So if you are a fan, there you go. Ryan here for 5. Thank you, buddy. Says, are you going to tune into the Space Needle in less than an hour? Is there a link you can send me on Discord? We can bring it up. Watch that ball drop. I mean, I really don't care, but we could watch it. And then let's see. Command Unit for $2 says supporter perks. Thank you. He's talking about the watching the unedited version of that video, behind the scenes. No, I won't even watch that. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I know too much about it. I know too much. It's a lot of, I don't want to do it, man. I just, not a fan. Not a fan of watching that happen. Now, if it'd be really funny though, is if Andy, I wonder if Andy goes after Saggy and like gets her in a court, or it actually have to go after the people who sent it to her.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they would show it in court and that would be logged into the record.
So here's the thing. If he does try to go that angle, because of the fact that he also distributed those videos and pictures to other people, and we know that, he would also get himself in trouble as well. So again, there's really, like, he could try to file a lawsuit, but the thing is that discovery would have to happen, which means he would also have to provide evidence. And we know he's deleted a lot of it, so he really can't prove that the people who are coming out with their stories with their evidence that they have that it's not actually true, because they were able to obtain it. And then they could also go through the data to see the legitimacy of the screenshots and where they've come from.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. It's just, who knows what's gonna happen. But okay, hey guys, I got it. Damn it. I'm getting a message from my girlfriend again, the kids. I gotta go check on them real quick because they got a bit of a nap in the car. So yeah, I'll be right. Sorry, it's kid stuff,
It's okay.
but I'll be right back.
It's
with
okay.
That.
No
Yeah.
At
worries.
least I have somebody else here this time, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's just. All right, hold on.
So RJ, how you doing?
I'm okay. I just got back from a 27-hour car trip, and I got sick the last couple of days. So I kind of feel like shit, but just rested and slept as soon as I got home. It's been a long couple of days. How you been doing?
I've been better.
Yeah. I can. I mean, you look at it. I told you I wouldn't wish my worst enemy that shit. It's like Dante's Inferno. Like you're seeing like the worst kind of shit humanity has to offer. You know?
Right. Oh, I see. I know that it's a super chat, but I'll read it and then he can get to it. But I see Rational saying Andy said he has plausible cause to sue Cat for defamation and slander. I mean, he doesn't. So because again, he could go that route, and then that means all of the people who were cited in that article, me and Matt, would have to come forward. And then on top of that, I guarantee you that a lot of these people who who've told their stories, they will 100% back me because they have the evidence. So he can really he could have plausible cause, but he won't do it. That's the thing. He's not going to do it because he knows that these women are telling the truth, and he knows what he did, and that's just it. So he's not going to do anything. That's why I haven't gotten served with anything. I haven't even gotten a cease and desist, nothing. And I know that he claims that he's compiling a case, but anything he's cataloging, it's like it's nothing. He has literally nothing because again, he has to prove that these are lies, and he can't because he sent it. He sent these pictures and these videos to these women. Like what? We didn't say anything that wasn't true. No one accused him of a crime. So legally, he's got really nothing.
Yeah, true. So do you have any New Year's plans at all outside of looking at dicks or no?
No, not really.
So you spent your New Year's looking at a man's dick,
Well, this was the other day. But
but
no,
still,
I mean, that's how I'm ending the new year. Yes, I'm ending 2022 with another disgusting video. But it is what it is. Like I said, I want to make sure that everyone gets to tell their story. I've got to that point where it's like it's not fair that viewers don't get to have a voice, and especially when they've been done wrong by a content creator, they don't have a voice to speak on it. So
yeah. Hopefully, the drama shit doesn't get worse next year. That'd be nice.
drama's everywhere. That's why drama channels and commentary channels
And
thrive
Keely,
versus
yeah, to just Keely's comment, I don't think I'm gonna go to WrestleMania this year. I'd like to, but money's kind of tight, so we'll see. Would be cool though, but I doubt it. Actually, this year, the Chinese New Year calendar, right? This year is the year of the rabbit, and I was
oh
born in '99, which was also a year of the rabbit. So technically speaking, this year should be the best year ever for me. Hopefully, so we'll see if you believe in the Chinese New Year philosophy. So.
well, I hope it's a good year for me because man, I'm tired, man. This
Oh, trust me, 2022 is like very hit or miss, so I need this year to be good.
I
So
need this year to be good. I'm tired of I mean, as much as drama's like entertaining for a certain amount of time, like I just want to figure out what I can do for fun and just focus on some fun and balance and
and no,
drama.
rational, no, I don't have a Series X yet. No,
I think
one
I
of
know
those
Matt
things
would
is on the
probably
list, but money's kind of tight right now. So
trust me. I feel that.
yeah, the financial stuff is a pain in the
So
butt.
what about
So
House of Dragons was massively pirated? Oh yeah, it was. Of course it was. Ain't nobody wanted to pay for HBO Max.
well, I mean, the original Game of Thrones is also massively pirated, so it's not very surprising to hear that the spinoff was also pirated. It's like kind of no shit. If people pirated the first time, they're gonna pirate again.
I mean,
So
yeah. I mean, the show. That's how good the show is. Dude. Like, the show is really good, though. I don't know if they're gonna. Well, they are having another season, which I think they should because they have.
I think they planned it for like 3 or 4 seasons. Like the story's gonna be about 3 or 4 seasons. So
I'm excited.
I have HBO Max for free because I'm a DirecTV subscriber. So it's built in. That's why I'm wondering what's gonna happen when HBO Max goes away. Am I gonna like not get it? Am I not gonna get the new streaming service because like they don't have that DirecTV partnership anymore, or what? Because like that was one of the nice things about it. So it's just it was free and already had it.
I love that Keely Chow will sometimes post in the chat if like promote other content creators, but in my head I'm like, I know who those content creators are, and
All right, I'm back.
They don't like Matt.
Yeah, it's like you're posting about people who hate Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what kind of cracks me up. Like sometimes I'll look at the chat, and I'll see Keely Chow post something in here, and I'm like, that is somebody who definitely does not like Matt Jarbo. Or
Keely Chow used to.
What? No, I'm not talking about Keely Chow. I'm saying Keely Chow will post. So you know how Keely Chow will post like, "Hey, if you guys are tired of this, check out this person."
Yeah.
But, like, the person that he posted associates with people that don't fucking like you, and that's what cracks me up. Because I'm like, dude, that person I've seen on Midnight's Edge.
Oh, yeah. Oh no, I had a lot of them angry at me this week. So I had a lot of those guys mad at me, which is great.
I haven't seen people this angry at Matt since that whole joke shit at the start of the year.
Then the thing is, they're not even that angry at me. Like it's so funny because, dude, I mean, like, look, I reached out to Robert Meyer Burnett. I showed you guys the message and shit that I sent to him and everything, and I'm willing to have a conversation. As far as I can tell, he still hasn't seen it. Looking at like there hasn't been a red receipt on there yet. So whatever. I don't care, but it's like he went out there and all I said is, you run with really shitty fucking people. And he was all like, he called me a racist. I'm like, I did not call you a racist. Right.
Yeah,
but a lot of people believe that I did call you a racist, but because that's what you're saying.
Here's the thing. You didn't say he's a racist. You said he hangs out with racists.
Yeah. That doesn't mean it's the same fucking thing. It just means he's a shitty ass friend group.
I'm just saying that in his mind, I think you basically equate. You said he was a racist without calling him a racist.
Well, I think you know what people have told me is that he drinks a lot, and that's what I think is going on. You know, it's like I think that's possibly part of it. Is that like people told me, it's like, oh, because I didn't watch his stream. I was going to check it out, but he ended up fucking deleting it. And, you know, people have told me he gets drunk pretty frequently. He sounded like he was pretty hammered on that stream. So it's like, all right, whatever, dude. You know, like, I'm not saying like don't get drunk, but I mean, you know, he was fucking running hard with the emotions and shit. And it's not like I never called him a racist. I'm like, dude, these people are, but these people are. They're bigots. Like, any way you want to slice it. And then, like, you know, I saw Tom Connors is like running out with like an old ass tweet from like 2012 when I made like a really bad comment about Chris Brown. You know, like just like whatever with like, I don't give a fuck, but it's like that's all they got is just a decade old shit.
It's just like weird because like I'm always on these streams and I always feel awkward because like I genuinely like all these people. It's always weird because everybody's always like, and I don't judge or try to tell you like, oh, you should like Tom. It's like, no, I get it. It's not my business, but like I don't have issues with these people. I think that like you and Tom used to be like cordial.
No, we used to be. No, the thing is, like, again, the big thing about what you guys have to understand about Tom Connor and Midnight Edge is that when I had my whole thing, you know, like, yeah, like they threw me under the bus for the betterment of themselves, and that happened a lot, right? That happened a lot.
That happens to you a lot.
Like, no, that happened a lot. People threw me under. I had one guy, I literally just hung out with him like a few weeks prior at VidCon. You know, he flew out from Arkansas. Like, he had no intent on going. He knew I was going to be there. Him and I were really tight. He flew out to hang out. Right. And then as soon as this shit goes down, he fucking just ghosts me for like 6 months and like takes subtle jabs on his streams. And I'm like, whatever, you know? And then like, he finally reaches out to me again and he just goes, yeah, he's like, I had to do it because, I didn't want to get the blowback. You know, because he was trying. What it was is he was trying to raise like he was looking to take his bit and expand it. He wanted to expand it. Like, he bought property and he was going to like build a village and like for comedy. He was going to shoot a comedy show, and like that was going to be his thing. He was going to like really expand and dive into it. And that was 4 years ago, and he hasn't done shit because he hasn't been able to get to the, like, you know, the culture war on that side of things practically died. To some extent. And then as I found out the other night, like, he's just not into it anymore. but he has to go and put on the whole anti-social justice warrior mentality in order to not lose his audience, because he's held captive by them. You know what I mean? And like a lot of those guys are. And that was like the thing too, is like that Sid Alpha guy. Fuck him, by the way. With like Sid Alpha is he's
You talking about my bae?
Yeah, he can get fucked on a rusty goddamn nail for all I care.
Why do you have beef with everybody?
Because again, Saggy, again, what happened 4 years ago? I was friends with Sid. He was on streams with me all the fucking time. We chilled, we talked all the time because he lives the next state over from me, right? Like we were cool. After all this shit with me goes down, he's in my DM saying, everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. Just give it a little bit of time. I'll be okay. Then the very next day, he makes this public declaration about how I'm a gigantic piece of shit and fuck me forever. Jesus right? Christ. The day before, he was cool with me. All right. And then he has to come out and throw me further under the goddamn bus. When I'm getting hit from every single fucking angle, a bunch of my quote unquote fucking friends threw my ass under the goddamn bus. So if you wonder why I don't have any problem angering certain people, it's because I don't fucking care. I like people. I like a lot of people. I don't want to be mad at anybody, but I also am not going to be beholden to shit.
Do you at least like me?
Yeah, I like you. We can get into it, but we can at least have an understanding. Like I know you well enough to know that like if you were going to throw me under the bus for something, which I don't think you would, but if there was something you felt you had to, you would at least have like the balls to like call me first. You know what I mean? And like have a conversation about it. Well, and here's the deal. Here, I wouldn't give a fuck if you were like, I have to distance for like 6 months or so. You know what I mean? Like if you were to come to me and tell me that, I wouldn't care. You know why? Because I know at least like you would be like, you know what? Like I can't publicly talk to you, but like privately we'll chit chat.
Right.
These guys,
no, that's fair.
They all fucking ran. And it's why like if there's someone with controversy and shit that I'm friends with, I generally won't throw them under the bus.
I think like, yeah, I mean, I get that. Like, yeah, if your friends throw you under the bus, I understand that resentment and holding on to that anger. And that's fair. I mean, again, I get it. But yeah, like for me, I like it takes a lot from my friends to do something where I just like dip on them. Like if you did something, like if this was like back of the day, like, okay, the flagging thing, I probably wouldn't have understood then because I was new to the internet, so I probably would have been like, I don't get the big deal, but like I probably wouldn't not talk to you anymore. I'm also wasn't a YouTuber then, so it wouldn't matter. But even if I was, like, say you did that again, knowing now, I wouldn't like be like, Matt, I can't. I would probably call you and be like, Matt, like, what are you doing? What's going on in your head, buddy? Like, I would have a conversation with you. But,
sure,
like,
and that's fine. That's totally okay. But that's the thing is like we have our society is look, yes, we do have guilt by association. There are times though where I believe it's necessary. All right. Like if you have a friend group that's running around and doing things like the Fandom Menace, being aware of that and like calling them out for it, I think is one thing, right? Like if you're actively platforming them while looking the other way, that's one thing. If people out there but again, it's all about like acknowledgement of like where you fuck up and then going, I'm not going to do it again. You know what I mean? The thing is though, is that what people like someone that's bruised and beaten. They like a corpse, right? They want to watch something die. And I mean, look at all the fuckers in the Fandom Menace that are just like, you know, oh, Disney movies are failing. The company is dead. It's like, they want to create this narrative. So when
they praise Avatar too.
Yeah. Well, only because you have those indigenous activists that are just like, fuck this movie, fuck James Cameron. And they're like, fuck those guys. Now we love James Cameron.
Well, Ryan had a video saying Avatar 2 destroys woke Marvel. I'm like, but it's still Disney.
Well, do you know what's funny about that is that there are people in Geeks and Gamers that I actually don't have issues with. I actually kind of like, but then some of the other ones I'm just like, no. But it's like I said, it's individual. Because like I have no problem doing videos like reacting or counter reacting, I would call it, to like Ryan Kindle's takes on certain things that I enjoy. Like I just did one recently about his takes on The Witcher, that Blood Origins show. Like I did a reaction to that, and like Ryan's fine with it. Like I think they don't, like, for me, they don't care if I criticize them for their stuff. But like when the whole thing is like, when I met them, I told you guys this, is that they don't care about people criticizing them or calling them out on their opinions or whatever, or their takes. Where they get upset is like obviously labeling them certain things that they feel they're not. So obviously that's an understandable thing to feel like, you know, Matt doesn't like particularly like to be called a racist because we know he's not a racist, but there are people who will call him a racist. And again, there is a huge difference, in my opinion, as a black woman, a person of color, which doesn't really matter because racism could be anything. But when it comes to like racism against black people, which is why I said the person of color thing, is that you know, there's a difference between racism and ignorance. Things can be consistently said in ignorance because no one is taking the time to educate that person to be like, well, this is why this statement you made was an ignorant statement. Then we just go ahead and label people racist. Like, was Matt racist when he did that polar bear video? I mean, yeah, kind of, but it wasn't like he was a racist. He was just being very ignorant.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like it was stupid.
Wait, you're black?
You're stupid. Get out. No, Maska Shy just draws my avatar brown because I'm white. Like, come on, get it together.
I mean, some people do that.
I mean, Rachel Dolezal is a thing.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot. But yeah, like, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that certain people are racist. I think that there's a lot of ignorance that's allowed to be spewed, but ignorance to me is different than racism. So when people call like people like Ryan racist, he's not a racist. He just says a lot of ignorant shit. And I mean, you guys can argue with me about that, but that's just my perspective.
Well, I mean, I tend to focus more on calling them bigots than racists, you know, because like they're definitely bigoted, they're definitely prejudiced, they're definitely misogynistic, and they're definitely xenophobic. But again, it's like, do they hate these people? I don't think they like would ever kick one out of a bar, or I don't even think in like Ryan Kendall's case, kick one out of bed, to be fair.
No,
you know?
honestly, like I could tell you, like I said, I mean, I met them. I'm not a friggin' Geeks and Gamers whisperer, but like they were.
No, they gave you free hats and like free fucking like, you know.
Fuck you! I didn't get a hat. I didn't even get a hat.
They were giving out Rebellion hats. They had free merch and free food. They lulled Saggy in like a greasy fucking siren.
All you have to do to get on Saggy's good side is make a hot dog, wrap it up in little.
No, all you have to do is feed me in anything.
That's how RJ is gonna lose his virginity to her. He's just gonna wrap it in like a piece of biscuit.
But when I saw that, I wasn't the only person of color. I wasn't the only person of color there. I wasn't the only woman there. There was gay people there. There was a lot of people there. And like I said, I don't think
you're the only pansexual person there.
Probably not.
They don't fucking wear it on a badge, although that's probably gonna happen 2023.
Yeah, right. But no,
we're gonna get into the whole like, you know, we need to label ourselves publicly sort of thing. That's gonna happen. But.
I mean, no, they probably would have accepted they probably would have let Jarbo come in and hang out. Honestly, like they really were.
Oh, most likely, I would have been like either like the most talked to or the most hated person there.
Oh
like,
no!
What are you doing here? Like, I don't give a shit.
I guarantee you, they would have been confused while you were there. But I feel like they would actually.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh no, they would be worried if I was there. Let's be real. No, they would be at first they would be concerned if I showed up. They would be concerned if I showed up.
Probably a little bit, but
right, like, oh, is he here to cause shit? Like, no, I just be here to get a beer.
Right, but they would probably after that confusion of why is Matt Jarbo here, they probably would have talked and been like, hey,
I do want to see him attend one of those to see what the fuck would happen.
If they ever come to Seattle, then I might, you know, I don't know.
I mean, like I said, what if here's the thing, put it this scenario, like this is a point I always make, like what were they going to do? Right? Were they going to be assholes to somebody who showed up there and then all I would do is go on YouTube and say how awful people they were? Of course they're gonna not do that. Like with Matt, it would be different. Like with RJ, he'd have the same experience I have. With Matt, that's different because there's history there. Like there's a lot of history between Matt and these people. So their encounter would be 100% different than me and RJ because we're normies. We don't have that deep lore with them. So of course when RJ meets them, they'll probably be like, oh, RJ, yeah, you talk a lot of crap.
I don't even know who the fuck I am.
No, Ryan said he knew you. I remember when I had the stream and Ryan was on there and he said, oh, Resident Justice. Yeah, I know you. Like, they know who you are. But, like, they also know you don't really know who they are. There's a difference. Matt knows who they are. He was associated. Like, he's had conversation privately with them. Like, he was cool with them. There's a difference. We aren't. So they approach us like they're just judging us because they don't know us. Let's get to know them type of mentality, where with Matt, there's, like I said, there's history behind that. So it's different.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a lot of bullshit back and forth and everything else. So, you know,
I
I
would
wanted
pay.
to ask a
I
question
would
real
pay to
quick.
see you have a beer with Jeremy. 100%.
That actually, I would pay to see that too.
I would pay to see that.
I think if I had a, we're gonna let this kind of run out until they start getting to the countdown. I don't know what's going on, but
What time is it? Almost time.
it's
Yeah, it's almost
3
done.
minutes away.
Okay. I was gonna ask, are you going to do a stream either, I guess, tomorrow or talk about tonight about what you're looking forward to next year?
I want to. I do want to talk about that. I was today I was busy.
Yeah. Do you want to do that like the next stream then?
Yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah, because I'll be on tomorrow night, Sunday night, so I'll be on. The kids don't go back to school until Tuesday. So.
Okay. Cause I already, I'm making my list of like what I'm most looking forward to next year already. So
Yeah, for me, I don't really like. It's not that I necessarily like. There's stuff I'm looking forward to, but I don't know. Like lists are kind of arbitrary for me. But let's see here. Dat Boy here says I'm probably gonna quit movie talk right before the Marvels comes out. I can tell that the Phantom Menace is going to be 100% worse than Captain Marvel.
oh, they're gonna
They're going to be bad on that one, but
movie.
I'm excited to watch it. I think Nia DaCosta is a great director, and I want to see what she does with those characters.
It's gonna be a comedy though, so I don't know. It's gonna be.
Matt, sorry to derail real quick, but this is kind of important. Did you hear about Mr. Medicare?
Yes.
No, I didn't. What happened? I missed.
He did his last stream.
He did his last stream.
He did his last stream. And
Wait, what do you mean his last stream?
like he's got cancer, so he's dying.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he's done.
Yeah, this was his last stream. Yeah.
So he's done. He's not doing anything else, and he's just waiting for the day to come. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So there's a video of it here. We can play it after the ball drops and whatever. So at least we'll do that, and then from there we can check that out as an end of an era sort of thing. I mean, like I don't really hold ill will towards Jim anymore, like I did for a long time, because of what happened, and there was a lot of for me, what really got me with Jim was the insinuation that I was a pedophile. That really angered me. Because that was when, after he started making those accusations on the church stuff, that was when people started like contacting CPS and trying to get them to come investigate my kid. That's when they were trying to dox women in the church and whatever, that I talked about trying to find her. They never did, because I don't know where the fuck she is now. It's been since 97. So I had a lot of anger about that, because like I can understand being mad at me and going after me and everything. Fine, I fucked up. I get that's the internet, but it's like they took that shit too far. You know what I mean? All right, I was gonna play this here. 27 seconds, folks. All right, here we go.
It's right outside your window.
No, this is not like Sarah Palin in Russia. So, but it is a nice night out, actually.
Happy New Year!
Yay! One. Damn. Hey, look, it's Andy Signor's room.
God damn it! I was gonna say.
All right, Happy New Year, everybody. Woo! 2023, motherfucker. There we go. I'm just gonna turn that down.
Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I would have if I would have been driving into Seattle. You can actually, because where the Space Needle is at is going to be very difficult to get to. But there's spots, a lot of spots around you could check out too.
Vegas
Jesus
and New Year's,
fucking
though,
Christ!
man,
Look at those fucking fireworks in that thing. That's insane. Look at that thing go. And no, it definitely looks nothing like Andy Signor.
It was bigger.
I mean, Vegas, though, man. Vegas fireworks at New Year's are insane.
Surprised you guys didn't stay.
Because work. You gotta go back to work on Tuesday.
Okay.
It's like a 27-hour car ride, man. This is too much.
Yeah. Oh no, I understand. My neighbors are shooting some stuff off
3
now.
days of rest. So.
Oh, dude, the older I get, I used to sit there and like travel and then I would plan my return like the day I had to go to work. So I would get back like in the morning and I would like rest for a little bit and then I'd just go back to work. Now that I'm older, I'm just like, give me 4 days to get like a bottle of Advil and shut the fuck up. Like I need sleep.
I didn't know Mr. Medicare quit though, man. That's crazy.
He's been talking about it all year. Yeah.
I watched that guy a lot, you know.
I mean, I don't like, you know, I let the shit go from 4 years ago on that front.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah. So, I mean, like,
I really hope he doesn't die. Like, I really hope.
Oh no, he's openly talked about like he's
going to die.
He's gonna die. Yeah.
I mean, is there just no chance?
RJ, if there was a chance, he wouldn't be telling people that he's dying. Clearly, he can't fight it.
It was he'd gone to like the Mayo Clinic and he had done a bunch. This is from what I understand. Done a bunch of stuff with that and had tried to you know, catch what it is, but it was just it was like it's kind of like Total Biscuit, you know what I mean? Like it's just you catch it and then you just end up wow, that's the finale. Look at that. And the drones, dude, look at the drones.
That is pretty cool.
I've never seen them. Okay, I'm gonna go to Seattle next year for this because I've never seen drones like that in person.
Yeah.
So let's see here. We all missed Layla's response on Max's stream tonight. She entertained the chat for what?
Yeah, I have no clue.
I don't know. Did Max go on his own stream tonight?
Yeah, where was he the other night? What the hell happened?
Asleep.
Through New Year's.
So.
Oh, that's right. He does have that autoimmune disease. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's yeah. So
I mean, that's sad. I mean, listen, dying of cancer's fucked, man. I never wish that on anybody.
It ain't cool. It ain't cool. You know, and on that front, I'm sympathetic, you know, and empathetic. So it's like, you know, I mean, there's even people like Ethan Ralph, I would probably feel very similar about. If like he had cancer, I'd be like, dude, you're a piece of shit, but that's still a shitty way to go.
I mean, he is a cancer, so if he got cancer, it'd kind of just be a suiting end for him. I don't like that, dude. He's gross.
No, I don't like the guy either. But it's kind of at the same time, it's like, you know, you're just like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Wow, look at those drones, man. Fuck, that's cool. Like, like, man, they're just really lighting them off up there in Seattle, aren't they? All right.
Oh my god, that's not cool.
What?
Oh no. I don't know if you saw. I'm posted in the thing. So apparently, Angela Bassett's son did a celebrity death prank on his mom about Michael B. Jordan, and she freaked out.
Oh god.
Yeah, Angela Bassett's son joined in on a fake celebrity death announcement TikTok trend.
And then apparently Angela Bassett beat the shit out of him and told him to apologize to TikTok.
Yeah, told her that Michael B. Jordan passed away. I'm supposed to think that's fucked up. You don't do that to people. Poor Angela Bassett, dude. She was like in that, but that's the thing though. I'll say that even though it's a prank, it's kind of nice to see that like celebrities actually care about their co-stars. Like when they hear those news, they get really upset. Like I can't imagine Angela Bassett hearing about Michael B. Jordan not having that reaction because like it's sleep, but that's fucked up. Don't do that to your mom. She says, I know she looks very young, but she's getting old. Don't give her a heart attack. Angela Bassett can get it.
There's really not anyone who can't get it, Saggy. You've been pretty open about that.
Yeah, I mean, RJ can't.
Give it time.
No, what is wrong with y'all always trying to get me with RJ, bro? First of all, when RJ first does get a lady, it should be somebody sweet and nice. He couldn't handle my ass.
Huh? Sorry, I was listening in on something else. What'd I miss?
We're talking about Angela Bassett.
Look at the satellite. What
the fuck is happening? Ooh,
that's so cool. That is really cool. The drone technology, man. They're gonna probably.
My boyfriend just busted in the room like he was LAPD, and then he just pointed at me. I don't know why, but it scared the shit out of me. He's just sitting there staring at me, nodding his head like a psycho. Say Happy New Year's to Matt because he was behind on the times. It's just hit New Year's for him. So yeah, he's in the past.
Happy New Year. It's fucking it's the Northwest, man. It is what it is. But thank you. Happy New Year, Pat.
What about our future friend?
What?
Our future friend.
I don't know. RJ? RJ's not
No,
a future.
the Israeli or.
Go away.
Why is that with the Israelis?
Wow. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's
He's
because
talking-
like he's with the
He's
Israelis. or what?
no, he's asking about a friend of mine who's from Israel.
Why do I get the impression that's OnlyFans related? I just get
No, it's not.
what
Oh my
about our
God.
future friend is, the Israeli like what? Does she have
The
like
Israeli OnlyFans investor.
yeah, like what is it? Is she just like person like by the Mossad or something? Like what the
No,
fuck is
he's-
happening?
No, I don't know if he realized I was on a stream or if I was on a Discord call because he just comes in. He doesn't know. He doesn't really look at the screen to know. So sometimes I'll come in. I'll be on Discord talking to people. So I don't think he realized it was a stream. So I think he thought I was on Discord with a bunch of people.
It's your Israeli friend.
Yeah, that sounds bad when he puts it in that context. That was a very bad context. Thanks, babe. Appreciate you making the stream really awkward. He said anytime. He
That's
said
good.
anytime.
That's good. 007 Angelo here for $2. Thank you. Says Happy New Year, Saggy. Salute everyone. Happy New Year, Angelo.
Yay,
Thank you.
007. Thank you. Well, I don't know why I'm saying you smack the fuck out of me again. Why do you keep calling me?
Dude, there's
No,
so
wait,
much,
that's the X-Men thing.
there's so much shit coming out this year in terms of games and movies and shows. We're gonna be eating, man.
Here's the so I just saw someone tweet out like Tears of the Sun comes out. Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom, Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, but it's like is a new
Spider-Man
Switch
2.
going to come out to launch with that game? It should. They
next
should.
year?
A
Next
new
year, probably.
Switch?
The new Switch, the new Nintendo console, probably next year.
I mean,
for sure.
like, because what they should do is Tears of the Kingdom should end the lifespan of the Switch, like,
but it comes out
begin-
in May.
Yeah, I know they should delay it and have it just come out as a launch title for the next one.
They could, but I don't think they will.
Nah, I mean, they probably won't. But man, this is going on. Holy shit!
No, that's pretty crazy. Ooh, Resident Evil 4 remake. Yes, thank you, Ralph.
Resident Evil
Stubbleton.
4, yeah, Resident Evil 4
I can't
remake.
wait.
Oh, yeah.
Jedi Survivor.
Although there's already controversy about Resident Evil 4 remake, that's kind of like mad annoying. Did you hear
What?
about it, RJ?
The-
The dog.
Kid pics.
The dog.
Oh, the dog. Yeah, that pissed me off. They better change
Dude,
that.
yeah. So in Resident Evil 4, you come across a dog that's caught in a bear trap.
And then
and
you
you
can
have
save
the-
it.
Yeah, you have the option to save it, but in Resident Evil 4 remake, when you get to that point, the dog's dead.
The dog
it's
already
just-
died.
Yeah, the dog died. You don't even get a chance to save the dog.
They might be changing that, or like maybe that's just for the demo. I don't know. That
Maybe
seems like a
that's-
very weird stage.
Maybe it's because maybe they showed it like 'cause I don't remember in the original game if you don't save the dog, if you go back to that
If
area,
you
the dog's-
don't save the dog and just leave it, it doesn't help you defeat the troll boss later. Because remember,
Right.
the dog helps you beat the
Oh
troll.
yeah, that's right. That's right. So yeah, I wonder why they did that. That's like kind of messed up that they killed the dog in the remake. Like, why would you kill the dog, dude?
Also, there's Hogwarts Legacy, which apparently, if you buy that game, you're a bigot. So I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the game.
I'm
thought-
buying the game day one. I don't give a
Wait,
shit.
I'm not a bigot, but like I want to play
Wait,
it, man. It looks
wait,
really
wait,
good.
hold on. Wait,
James
let's look-
Stephanie Sterling will berate you.
Wait, what is
somehow.
the Hogwarts?
James
Lego
Stephanie, it doesn't already like me, so
well, what is the legacy? Because I got
Basically,
one for free.
because it's Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling is.
No, I know
turf.
that. I know that. I'm talking about like the game because I got on a free because you get a free game a month on PlayStation. So I got the Harry Potter Legos game, but it's all of them. It's not just the.
Yeah,
no,
it's
this
both
is a
of them.
whole different game.
This is an open
Oh.
world RPG Harry Potter game set in
Oh,
like
that
the
seems fun.
It's set in like the 1800s where you get to explore Hogwarts and be a student.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like you enter in like as a fifth year, like you're trying to play catch up. It's so weird.
Yeah, the story's interesting because you start as a fifth year trying to play catch up and go to school and make friends and all that. And
Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was no game. I haven't been keeping up with games because I don't know.
well, also this year there's Marvel Spider-Man 2 coming out in the fall. There's Final Fantasy 16, which I cannot freaking wait for. Jedi Fallen Survivor. There's what else is there? Pikmin 4 finally comes out this
I'm
year.
over Final Fantasy games. I'm sorry. I just can't. My time cannot be consumed in any more Final Fantasy games. I think Final Fantasy 10
Happy New
is
Year,
the
Ryan.
last game.
Yeah, it's no, I there's a lot like for me, because I'm kind of at a point where I'm just like, I kind of want to like, I just, there's a lot that I like. I'm working on The Witcher 3 right now, and I'm further along in the game than I was 7 years ago when the game came out. You know, when I first got it, because I kept getting distracted by other games. I'm like, I'm finally gonna go through it. The new next gen patch came out. The game's a lot of fun, and everything else. That was really cool display, by the way, for what they showed at Seattle.
Yeah,
I'll have to try to get up there next year. But but then again, like I just found this out, so I was actually looking at this a little bit ago. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, which is a game that came out last year on PC, has now been released on the Xbox, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
40. I
it's on
picked
sale
up.
too. It's on
Yeah,
sale for 40.
That's not bad. I picked up the first Mountain Blade on PS4 for like, it was like $20 or whatever, right? And so, all right, geeks, go to bed, buddy. Have a good one. Happy New Year, man. You know, and so it just like, I want to get it, but I'm just like, you know, I'll maybe wait a little bit longer, sort of thing. But like, I'm just waiting for sales now for games. Like, I know Dying Light 2 is like $30. This one's 40. I'm just like debating what I want to, you know, because I have like, I've got other games to play. I have Games Pass. There's always shit. If you wait long enough, it eventually shows up, you know. And maybe I think like the older I get, that's kind of how I look at this kind of stuff. Like if I don't see it right away, I'm generally kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
But then what is this one here? You're
Oh,
bringing
it
up?
was relation to the super chat that you got from Jess.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I had it queued up and ready for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me just make sure. Sorry, I got it right here. Okay. It's already been leaked that an OLED Zelda themed Switch. I'm going to pick it up since I don't care about the performance.
Did that cut out, or is it me?
It's you.
I mean, everything looks fine on my end.
Okay, I don't know why my shit was. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I mean, no, yeah. If there's a Switch OLED model for this, I mean, that's pretty cool. But like, at the same time, it's like the OLED looks nice, but once you plug it into the TV, it looks the same.
That's it right there. Yeah.
I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean,
There's more
Nintendo's great.
images out there, but yeah, I mean, listen, there's so many OLED models and versions. Like they have they came up with the Splatoon 3 bundle, and they had like a Pokemon OLED. The OLED's really nice, especially for Pro mode. It's excellent. But you know,
Very good.
Well, I mean, look, I got mine on at launch, right? I got my Switch at launch.
yeah, so did I. But I upgraded to OLED because it was just. I think the benefits were great. Honestly, I mean, it wasn't the full Switch Pro, but it was a good upgrade. So.
I figured I would just wait for the next Switch to come out because there's games on there that I have that I like it that I still need to go through. I really like Dead Cells. I know that's multiplat. I just picked up Mario plus Rabbids, the new one.
Oh, it's a great game.
That was on sale for like $30. I got that. My daughter wants to check it out, but I want to show her the first one first. You know, I mean, she's 5, so it's going to be kind of long.
Yeah,
I also want to replay.
The first game's a good breeze too. I mean, you can just watch the cutscenes and then jump right. Have you?
Yeah,
played
but
Mario,
I also.
By the way, have you played Mario Galaxy at all?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so Mario plus Rabbids: The Sparks of Hope is basically like the sequel to Mario Galaxy that we never got. It's really cool.
Oh, okay. I really enjoy the XCOM style gameplay. It's again when Midnight Sun like drops in price, I'll pick it up then. You know, because I want to get it. But all right, here a couple more to get to. All right, so Rational for 5 talking about Andy Signor. Thank you. Says Andy says he has a plausible case to sue Cat Tenenbarge for defamation and slander. He doesn't. He can try, but he's not going to sue her. It's going to go through MSNBC.
Yeah, and I also talked about that a little bit when you were gone.
Oh, okay. I missed that one. Yeah. But no, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if he sues, he won't be. He might like he'll be suing MSNBC and Cat. Right? Like in that. So what that means is then MSNBC lawyers or NBC News lawyers are just going to be like, okay, what do you got? And they're going to squash it. They're going to squash him. All he wants to do is he wants to put that out there as a way to maybe drum up support from his audience for a war chest. Because he'll be like, oh, GoFundMe, I need legal fees sort of thing.
Bro. Command
Unit here says when you make it personal is when you cross the line. I think that it's true. But I think it depends on like how personal. I think sometimes making a personal dig, if you're trying to illustrate a point, is one thing, right? It's like, but when you try to destroy someone's entire existence and you just make up falsehoods and shit, that's definitely bad. HRS for 5, thank you, says best TV performance of 2022 was when RJ as Gomez Adams. Way to go, RJ.
Wait, first H Sports told me that was my dad. Now it's me. That makes no sense. Is it my dad or me? H Sports.
It's everybody.
Wow.
Everybody goes, you know. That's my Watto, kind of.
Annie.
No Imperial credits, only cash. No Republic credits. There we go. Command unit here for 2. Thank you, buddy. Says Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you as well. I know it took place about 8 hours ago in your country, but I hope you had a good one. And then Command unit here also asking, have you played Greedfall? It's good. I haven't. I kind of heard of it, but I don't really know. I don't know what it is. What game code do you want me to send you for Xbox? I mean, like, either Dying Light 2 or Mountain Blade 2 would be great. If you're offering, thank you. I mean, I want either of those games.
Yeah.
And then if you want to tack on that Terminator one as well, I know that's the one you're kind of going to. All the super chats are building up here. Not all of them. I got them all now, man. You know, we talk. You guys know how it is.
Well, I need to get to sleep. It's 3 o'clock. So.
Yeah. Here's this. We'll do the Medicare thing real quick. I got the video right here. So this is the last 2 minutes of his stream. This is him saying his final goodbye. So this is the end of an era. Because I remember when I first heard of Mr. Medicare, back when he was known as Internet Aristocrat, and like how funny he was. Because he's funny. I've never.
Some of his DSP videos, especially, were fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
his
like
reactions to DSP. Oh my god.
I mean, he's had some really solid content. He has some content that I don't necessarily like.
A lot of it's gone though. A lot of it has to be archived. I'm afraid
it's archived. Yeah, a lot of it's archived. Yeah, there's like it's archived on other outlets and things like that as well. But it's around. You can always kind of find it. So yeah, this is the I know a lot of people who found him way back in 2013, 2014, you know, before Gamergate stuff, had heard about him. So he was making his rounds and shit. So 8 years later, this is where it's at.
The best. I've had a great time making content on the internet, doing videos and doing streams. I like all my little chud buds and sweetie squad. I hope you all have had a good time laughing along with me. I'm sure 2023 and 24 and onwards and upwards into the next decade will treat you all very well. I wish I could give you that great new advice. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have any sage wisdom to impart to you. I haven't climbed Everest. Haven't got out there and made myself a billionaire. I don't have some great deep insight, other than keep a smile on your face, laugh at the stupid shit, and it'll get you through the hard times much, much easier. So to close it out, let's go. Well, you know what? Let's go with this. I wish you all the best. Enjoy your future. Have a good time.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Damn.
End of an era.
I mean,
that's kind of sad. I mean, you know, at least he's in high spirits, I guess. You know.
Well, it's that he knew it was coming. Like he's been open about that. It's not like he ever hit it.
At least he got to say a goodbye of sorts, you know.
Yeah, that was kind of the shitty thing with Total Biscuit when he died.
Total Biscuit never got to say it goodbye.
No, he just because that was I think May of 2017 is when he passed.
Yeah, I got to meet him at a convention before he passed. Actually, it was that was.
I mean, that's I mean, what can you say? I mean, no matter how you feel, it's always sad to see somebody go, and it's like, you know, it's just crazy. Like, I mean, there's not really much to say. I mean, it's just sad overall. You know, somebody who's been on YouTube for a while making content, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, this is the last one, guys, and you know, and he makes a good point though. You know, gotta laugh and just laugh at the dummies, but I mean, what can you do? You know, he had a great run, and that's it.
It's such a weird. It's like that. Yeah, it's
What do you say? What do you say?
I don't
to
know. I
somebody?
don't know. I don't know what you say. I don't
Right,
know.
you don't know what to say.
I don't know what you say. It's just, it's unfortunately, like, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who you could say kind of grew up listening to him, in regards to all that stuff. So it's,
Well, yeah, on that depressing note.
yeah. Oh no. Even H Bars, man. Like H Bars here. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. He'll be like, I was listening to you when I was like in fucking middle school or some shit. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Like, make me feel old.
Well, I'm going to bed on that note because I'm tired.
All right, get out of here. Yeah.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Have a happy rest of your night. Bye.
All right. Dream of Andy. Gooing on her face.
Wow.
Anyway, H Bards for 5. Thanks, buddy. Since watching all the Kevin Smith movies over the break, every time I watch them, I just see Jarbo as Silent Bob. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. No, that was that. I mean, I look at him now and I'm like, man, I got to have that Widowmaker heart attack. You know what I'm saying? All right. I got to lose the weight. Actually, oh man, I was looking at I buzzed my head yesterday because I was like just fucking tired of like waiting to go get a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I clean it all up and whatever. And I'm like, oh, cool. My face looks a little bit thinner, but I'm like, the rest of me is like, I'm starting to look like a McNugget. And I'm like, I really got to get to the gym. Like, I really got to start a solid workout plan. And I know it's New Year's, and I know all the assholes say that, right? The assholes are just like, oh, you got to fucking get out there. You got to fucking, you got to go and, get yourself to the gym. It's about like really just kind of figuring it out, all that kind of stuff. I get all that. It's just, yeah, I got to do it. Because I'm 40, almost 41, I got to start thinking about that. Like I put out a little video today about like what's coming. And I'm like, I kind of want to start working on like having a bit of a better legacy, Yeah. Like I enjoy quad. I'm not going to stop doing quad, but it's like, I want to like focus on like, doing more of the positive commentary, the positive reviews and everything like that. Let's see here. Rational asking Clerks 2 versus Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. On an emotional level, Clerks 2, 100%. Mm-hmm. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back kind of feels like a Roadrunner cartoon. I still love it.
It's very over the top and silly. That's why I kind of like it though.
It's also very rooted in the time it came out. You have to understand, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is pre 9/11. Pre 9/11 by like 2 months.
Yeah, it's a very different 2001. It's a very different early 2000s movie than what we typically got afterward,
Yeah.
It was,
and I haven't seen Reboot yet. I haven't seen Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
When did Dogma come out? I'm trying to remember. Dogma was before.
Dogma
that
dropped
was like 98, wasn't it?
Dropped in the fall of 99. I want to say
99.
October 99 is when I think it came out. It's good. I love Dogma. So let's see. Hold on here. Okay, I'm just trying to go over this here. Okay, Command Unit for 5. Thank you, buddy. It says Greedfall is a fantasy action RPG, fully voiced with choices like Mass Effect, set in a fantasy colonial America. Oh, let me see here. Greedfall. I've heard of it. I just don't know anything about it. When did it come out? I don't even know. Let's see. Okay, it's $35 on Xbox. When did it reviews? Yeah. Oh, it came out back in 2019. Okay. Let's see here. Great story, boring gameplay. That's what a lot of the reviews are saying. Great story, amazing. I might need, those are ones that you might need to end up just watching like playthroughs of. You know what I mean? Sometimes like you want to just get the story of a game and you don't really want to like go through the whole process of it. But I did see Ralph's Double Tits here asking, let's see here. Medicare started 2022 body slamming Ralph with your help, Jarbo. He will be remembered.
That was one of the greatest moments of the year, actually, to be honest. That shit was fucking funny.
That was, and you know, that was all. I mean, it was, you know, a $3 super chat netted me like $1,000 take home in 45 minutes. You know, I was like, damn. And still kind of fundamentally proved that channel's dead because like I can't do shit with it. It's crazy, but yeah, I mean, there's that. Do you know, I gotta see if I could find it actually. Let's see here. Let's see if I can actually find it. I think he got unbanned. So, did he get unbanned? Hold on. Cause, when Twitter did that whole, we're unbanning everybody.
Yeah.
I thought that they had, Jim had, the account. I don't remember if he got taken down or not. Okay. Cause he had the Medicare account. I don't know if it was under Mr. Medicare or whatever it was. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's still suspended. Okay, great. I can't find it. Cause there was, so back, most people don't believe this. In the summer of 2000 and, in the summer of 2007, I was having a bit of a rough time, if you will. And so I kind of posted about it one night on Twitter, and he actually sent me a DM letting me know that things are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really, really, really interesting. And I have a screenshot of it like somewhere. Let me see if I could find it because it happened. So he's not entirely unsentimental. You know, he's not an unsentimental guy. He just picks and chooses it. And he definitely doesn't want to be like anyone's friend, which completely makes all the sense in the world. So I don't blame him for that one at all. But, yeah, I'd have to, I don't know where it's at. I saw it just recently. But, I can't find it in my Google photos. So it's here somewhere, but, yeah, he sent it to me one night. So that was interesting. Ralph's Double Tits here says Mundane Matt ruined a whole generation of men.
I mean,
do I look
elected? So
yeah, there's that. God, it's so weird. Okay, H Bart's here. Thank you. Says I started watching during the 2016 presidential election. I remember I went on a binge of Jarbo videos at 2 a.m. while playing Metal Gear Solid Peace War. That is sad. That's I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I appreciate you, Hunter. You know that, but it's like that was an interesting time. A very interesting time. Okay. And then also H Barts here says Jay and Silent Bob reboot feels very different from Strikes Back and is really good, but you can feel the edgy humor is gone. Yeah.
But again, I think it's a reflection of the time it was made, you know?
No, I totally understand that. And I get why Kevin Smith does it. I get why he wanted to have it be a certain way. You know, it just makes it, trust me when I say it just makes like sense in some regards. Because when you're looking at it, you're like, okay, you know, like this is something that, that clearly, he's not feeling the same way anymore. And that's okay. You know, that's all right. Like, you know, certain, like eventually like our content will somewhat change because we do kind of ultimately become different people.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to go back to, you know, people, I get people telling me, oh, bring back the old edgy content, bring back the polar bear, bring back this. And I'm like, look, you guys don't want that. Like you guys don't want me to bring back that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not to say that it's for any specific reason. It's like, you know, the biggest one is I don't want to do it. You know, but it's just not what people want out of out of me anymore. It's like that shit is like way old school. It's way sailed and everything else. You just got to like let it go, I guess, is kind of the best way to describe it. But people like to hold on. That's why, there's this whole thing about these captive creators, these content creators that are absolutely held captive by their audience because they're so deathly afraid of themselves. They're so deathly afraid of losing that they have to just keep doubling down. And that ends up being like the bigger problem. And that's going to be what ultimately hurts a lot of these guys, is that shit. So, I'm just not there anymore. So thankfully I'm not, but I do need to watch Reboot. I think it's on Amazon. All right. It's Moisture for 10, dude. Thank you so much. You've talked before about how you feel the current state of movie news is just chasing headlines. Do you still feel this way? And so do you still wish to continue chasing the news? I absolutely feel this way. I think RJ even would agree with me on that. Like it is a lot of it is just,
it depends on what we mean or what we categorize as chasing the news.
Well, I think like, okay, so there things that I find interesting that I want to talk about. Yeah. Like 100,000%, like, I'll probably end up changing the thumbnail from this one. I might save it for tomorrow or whatever. Because of that. Because like clearly we've gone way off topic from the House of the Dragon. And I really like the thumbnail and I don't want it to go to waste. So, here we go. All right, here, let me, yeah. Okay. Shit, hold on. I found the DM from Medicare. I forgot that I had, in fact, I knew I screenshotted it. It's just old as fuck. This is true. This is 100% a true screenshot from Jim. I said I was having a real bad time. So this is when he was under the We Was Medicare account. He said, "Hey Matt, saw your post from like 17 hours ago. Sorry to hear things are rough going for you at the moment. I know what stress and bad circumstances can be like. Hopefully things calm down a bit and steady out for you." And I said, "Hey Jim, thank you for the words of encouragement. It really helps." And that was our exchange. But that was from July 2017.
Wow.
So that was from 5.5 fucking years ago. So I know that deep down he's a sentimental guy. It's just yeah, there's that. So it still sucks. I mean, I'll like, it is what it is. But anyway, I wanted just to prove that happened because I've said it before. I forgot which folder I had it in. But anyway, as for chasing the news and whatever, it's like, there are things I want to talk about. Like I do want to talk. I want to talk about Avatar. I fucking love Avatar. I want to talk about like, House of the Dragon stuff or fucking Lord of the Rings stuff, or like, even the upcoming, like as the Warhammer stuff starts to kind of take shape. That's going to be fascinating to talk about because you don't know.
Yeah, don't forget too the return of Doctor Who at the end of the year.
I don't care about Doctor Who. I know you care.
I
know. You're telling me.
I'm telling you because I know. I can see the future, man. That shit's gonna blow up the end of this year. I'm telling you.
Doesn't when do those 3 movies drop?
I think starting in either October or November.
Oh, really? I thought those things came out like quick.
Well, no, because remember, the 3 specials are technically considered. They're both the Christmas specials and the 60th anniversary specials.
Oh, okay.
This is the 60th anniversary of the show, so they're seemingly the end of the year, based on what we've been told. Although they could start dropping earlier, but it's most likely going to be around Christmas time. So end of the year, and then 2024 will be the new Doctor and beyond. So it's gonna be big because it got that Disney cheddar and marketing power. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but does Doctor Who need that kind of stuff?
I think at this point, when you have Russell T Davies returning after like 10 years and the most iconic run of the new age of Doctor Who, you're getting in him coming back. You have a revitalization of the property after like a very divisive era with Jodie Whittaker and Chibnall. I think, yeah, at this point, why not inject some new life into it and some new money into it? I don't think it's ever a bad thing.
No, I mean, but how much of it are they paying out versus the fucking versus like, let's say, BBC?
Well, that's always the question. I would imagine it's not. I mean, listen, the show already looks great now. You're just adding more availability to do more CGI work or visual effects work, and I think that's never a bad thing per se. Obviously, I don't know how the money breaks down overall, but I'd imagine they're going to invest something into it, especially starting next year, because they get to own the worldwide streaming rights to it. So,
yeah. I was that makes sense. I might need like, is it long? Is it long to watch?
not.
I know they're hour-long episodes, but I mean, like, and they're only short, right?
They're
like
about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
45-minute episodes. Typical streaming. Honestly, like, again, my advice is, and I know you get advice from people, just start Crystal Eccleston 2005 Rose. Again, it's like 20 years old almost. Some it's a little cheesy, but it's the best introduction I think you can get. You ride with it, you stay for like those long-term stories. And with the David Tennant stuff, I mean, a lot of it's episodic, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with episodic television, and they do the long-term storyline stuff. It's like fantastic. I mean,
I've heard good things about the about some of the stuff, like the here, what's kind of funny, what always kind of cracks me up, and this is 100% true, by the way. Who was the guy? Oh God, what the hell was his name? He was in Arrow. He was
John Barrowman.
John Barrowman. Like, okay, so John Barrowman like loved to show his dick on set, right?
There's been okay. Yeah,
no, like even one of my friend's wives, who was like this massive, huge feminist, we'd go to Comic-Con and she would regale me with stories about how John Barrowman would like flash his ass when he goes to like do his panels and get real suggestive. And it's
he's
like
very like he's a showman. He's very over the top. He plays into it.
He's
sexually.
Yeah, which is still a problem with that. But it's like, I thought it was really funny that like it took all those years. I was like, as soon as Me Too happened, I'm like, someone's coming for Barrowman, man. It took years, and then he finally acknowledged, and then notice how he hasn't been anywhere since then.
Yeah, I mean, he just recently came back as Captain Jack in Doctor Who. God, I want to say it's about a year ago, maybe. So I don't know if he's ever going to come back again. I mean, I've met John Barrowman a number of times. He's a very sweet man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no.
He's very sexually flamboyant, over the top, and plays into his own sexuality. So
I just thought it was really funny that he like, all these people like, oh yeah, like all this shit, and I'm like, he shows his dick to like everybody, right? Like he'll whip it on the table. From what I heard, like he whip it on the table, like unsuspecting, like, but no one thinks about it because he was gay. Like no one thinks about it.
It's a very different perspective, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it's very fascinating. But no, he's funny. I think he's funny.
Oh shit! Yeah, Bad Batch season 2 comes out in just a couple of days.
Yeah. I gotta watch that. H Bart's here. Let's see here. Why did it take? Thank you, by the way. Why did it take so long for Clerks 3? Is it true Kevin Smith and Jeff Anderson had a falling out, or was it other things? Oh no, they had a falling out after Clerks 2. I don't really remember the specifics of it, but Kevin was able to talk with him and get it sorted out and everything else. And he also rekindled his friendship with Ben Affleck. Yeah. So like he's been working on rekindling friendships and stuff the older he gets. I hope we see more of Randall Hicks, but without Randall Dante Hicks. But I hope we see more of Randall down the road. But his story had a nice conclusion with Clerks 3. So
I'm not sure where else you can go with it yet. So to be honest, I think it's like kind of like the end of an era.
Well,
sort of thing,
did you see Clerks 3 yet?
I've not seen Clerks 3. I mean, but I did hear some stuff about it in terms of like it feeling like it's a pretty.
It's
nice
pretty
ending.
definitively an end in certain ways, but
Yeah.
but during the end credits of the movie, there's no score really, right? It like Kevin Smith just starts talking to the audience, like giving a message to the audience about like where he wanted the story to go afterward. And like basically, you know, like he there's more they could do with it on that front if they wanted to, but it's a nice
They wanted to, but it's a nice ending.
It's if all of a sudden he's like, we're doing like Clerks 4 or Clerk or whatever.
Clerks the Next Generation.
Yeah, or something like that. Although knowing his love of Degrassi, that would be something. I would be like, could it work? Could it work? Could it work? But you know what? I'd be down to give it a shot, man. I'd be down to give it a shot. I'm just glad the two worked it out because Jeff Anderson, I think, is one of the funniest motherfuckers who's impactful, but never really had the follow-up career, which is unfortunate because the dude's funnier than shit.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I need to watch Clerks 3 again, and just cry. Thank you though for that. H-Bars, that boy asks, what commentary do you think Ryan Johnson will do for Knives Out 3? Corrupt politicians, like we see a little bit in Glass Onion. I have a feeling, if you want my honest opinion, he would go after Hollywood. He would go after somebody who is like rebooting a franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I think is going to happen there.
We'll see. I think at this point he can do really whatever he wants with it.
Well, he just started writing number 3, so we'll have to see what's going on with that one. And look, man, I really enjoyed Glass Onion quite a bit. So I'm I'm down with that. So yeah, there's everything. All right, sorry. Okay, Moisture for 5 bones. Thanks, buddy. Says, is it just me or does anyone else find it funny that Donald Glover announced the star in the new Sony Marvel movie and no one's talked about it?
Because 1, it's a character nobody knows, and 2, I think interest in this Sony universe of Spider-Man characters is kind of non-existent. It's pretty like after Morbius, these people just do not care about that shit.
Well, you know,
it's going to be a tough sell getting people excited for Kraven and Madam Web. I have a feeling.
I mean, I'll say this though too. It's kind of like, you know what I've been noticing though about Morbius? I've been noticing a lot of commentary online going, you know what movie isn't bad? Morbius.
Oh, I've seen the exact opposite, actually. I've seen people be like, remember what movie people try to like meme unsuccessfully? Morbius. Because listen, like, is the meme funny? Yes. Does it make it a good movie? No. It's a horrible movie still. It's a horrible movie that embarrassed the studio and the talent. Like, it's not worth remembering in any kind of positive way.
Yeah. I mean, I would watch it again, like if I was bored, you know, I'm like, all right. If it was the only thing,
I'd watch it again on like April Fool's night if I was drunk off my ass.
No, that that is The Room and The Room only. That's when you watch that stuff. The Room or The Room only.
Morbius might be the new Room in some ways, to be honest.
No.
Memes, I mean.
No, like it's Morbin time is. I still like it's Morbin time. I still do. H-Barts for 10. Thank you, buddy. Says, I was worried my parents would not end up liking Chasing Amy, but to my surprise, they loved it. And so did I. I think so far the only one that was a bit of a letdown was Mallrats. See, maybe it's a cultural thing or like it's just a generational thing. Like for me, Clerks is obviously the better movie, but like I've seen Mallrats like just as many times. It's got so many great quotes, right? Hell hath no fury. What is it? Hell hath no fury, like a lover's scorn for Sega or whatever. I'm fucking up that line, obviously. Yeah. I'm getting tired, that's why. But it's like there's that, and then you've got like the whole like I hope to come loud one day, hopefully in the 69. Would you like these chocolate covered pretzels? They're a little bit moist, but a little bit melty, but boy are they delicious. You know? Like he just wants to have sex with your girlfriend in a really uncomfortable position. What? Like the back of a Volkswagen? Like it's just fly, fat ass, fly. Like there's so many like that kid is back on the escalator. Yeah. Like I can't. Oh, it's a sailboat. No, it's a schooner. Oh no, it's a schooner. It's a sailboat, you dumb bastard. A schooner is a sailboat, idiot. Well, you know what? The Easter Bunny over there. This is a guy in a suit. Fucking dude, I love Mallrats. Or
Yeah.
just the whole time, the whole conversation with Stan Lee. You know, it's all like,
of course, yeah.
just like, you know, me and Mick Jagger had a competition. He's like, yeah, a lot of ladies, right? Like, yeah, me and Mick Jagger had a competition a while back. But the last I checked, I was way ahead or something like that. Also, the line about like, how could Lois Lane and Superman have sex? It would be like a shotgun blast right through her back. Like, just, I mean, the lines like that, like,
Yeah.
it is also Mallrats is technically a prequel to Clerks. It takes place the day before. So, because they go to Julie Dwyer's funeral in Clerks, and she dies in the beginning of Mallrats. So they really get the wake together real quick, but it's technically the day before. So there's a lot of little like, you know,
There's little
gags
touches
there.
like that,
Yeah, but I mean, I fucking, dude, I love Mallrats. I don't know if they're ever going to be able to do another one, to be honest. I know he's talked about shooting it in Pennsylvania, but like, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I think Clerks 3, if they can do Mallrats as cheap as Clerks 3, very difficult to do. But they could do it. I mean, dude, bring back T.S. Eliot or T.S. Quint, bring back fucking Brody, bring back Jay and Silent Bob, you know, bring back fucking you know, because you know Brian Christopher Halloran, who plays Dante Hicks, actually pops up in all the other movies as a different Hicks. Like, I think he plays like, yeah. He's not the same Brian Christopher. Yeah, he appears in the movies, but always as a different person with the last name Hicks. He was on the stage for the dating game in Mallrats. I forget who he was in Chasing Amy, but he was the news reporter in Dogma. Obviously played himself or played Dante in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, you know, but he just kept popping up in these movies as other people named Hicks. I gotta go watch all those again. Thank you for that. Also, by the way, H Bart's, he gave me, he says here, I'll got you covered. I'll give you the digital copy of all my View Askew films. Thanks, buddy. He did just give me the Jay and Silent Bob reboot code, so I need to pop that in my Movies Anywhere. Watch that shit. I should do a full dive through of those movies because they're fun. Anyway, Command Unique for 5. Thank you, buddy. It says Greedfall is fun and enjoyable combat. It's just not the main focus of a large part of the game unless you want to anger all the factions. Well, I do like to anger people, as we have learned.
Yes.
So that is something. And then also Command Unit here says, remember, take your 40K pill. Oh yeah, I got it up here. We'll take a look at this here. Thank you though. Rational asking, have you seen the guy deep faking himself as Keanu Reeves on YouTube? I've seen the guy deep faking himself as Keanu Reeves on TikTok. Have you seen that guy?
No, actually, yes, I have. Yeah, I think I have.
Like,
there's a lot of deepfakes out there. It's weird.
Well, yeah, there's someone out there who does there's a guy that does, like, what is it? Fucking Rick and Negan from Walking Dead. Like, so like they cosplay or they LARP as Rick and Negan, and they do live streams on TikTok and have their own channels where they just portray those guys.
Wow.
It's really, really, really weird. I mean, you know, here we go. I'll just this is I'll bring it up. Where's it at? Okay, shit. Hold on. I'm like, where am I at here? Share screen, motherfucker. Yeah, this is the Unreal guy on TikTok. Unreal Keanu.
Okay. I don't think I've seen this then. No.
So, like, you know, he just does, like, look at this here. He's got 8.7 million followers, wow. 42 million likes, and all he does is,
wow.
Like, he literally just does like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of looks like Keanu a little bit, like has the hair and does like the facial hair and shit. But like, I mean, this video's got almost 700,000 views.
Hey, it's living, man.
I mean, I would assume at this point he's probably making money.
Yeah.
He keeps doing it. But but that's what this guy is, I think. So, I mean, look, TikTok has done a lot for our culture.
For better or worse, yeah.
In some ways, it's done very well for our culture. It's let's see here. Jess here says we need more anime talk. I almost did an anime red pill night tonight, but I didn't get the chance. We'll do it like this next weekend or something, because I keep getting asked about it too. People keep asking me about more. I keep getting that request for more anime red pill.
Yeah.
Who knew so many people like anime? I know, right? I should get into reviewing anime. Like, hey guys, have you heard of this relatively unknown manga named One Piece? No one ever heard of this thing, right?
Yeah, you used to do like your typical thumbnail with you just putting up your goofy ass face. There you go. Make money, billions of dollars.
Yeah, I want to let's talk about
normally middle-aged white man watches One Piece for the first time.
I mean, is that, or be like, or what is it? Be like, let's talk about Miraculous, aka the French anime.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is French anime, dude. I trust me. Go back and watch it. Like, I was watching, my kid was watching it. I caught like a couple episodes. It's like not bad. It's like, it's got some interesting elements to it that I was like, all right, like it's not terrible. And then there's an episode where it kind of becomes like Avengers Endgame, where like all the other Miraculous, whatever they're called, they have the different, but like they did, like so it's like, it's Ladybug and Cat Noir, right? And then there's other ones, like their friends all become other ones. Like, and one of them's like a Ninja Turtle. There's like, you know, whatever. But they had to fight like Hawkmoth, the bad guy, and he like released all the Akumi, like the bad butterflies, and like they all went back to like whoever they had taken over before and brought those like monsters back. So then it was all of the you know, they had like all the heroes versus like all of the bad guys from every episode.
Okay.
And like, and then there was, I forget the twist, but there was an interesting twist, like how Hawkmoth had kind of like did it on purpose to fuck him over and he was going to succeed, you know? And then like he lost because it's a kid's show. But I was like, all right, like, it's like, okay, you know? And I mean, I can see why people like it. It's still like, it's one of those things you watch on the side. You just watch because like your kid's watching, you know? Now I will actively seek out and watch Bluey because I like it. Anyway. This says, could be worse. Like all my friends are now dead, as well as my brother. Bad stuff just happens. We are all just here for the crappy ride.
Oh shit.
Thanks for watching Hollywood After Dark, everybody.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's hardcore, man. I mean, are you okay? You got the Power Glove avatar. I mean, rock out, man. Go watch some The Wizard. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone from that movie's dead.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. H Parts says, a few days back, I found your old gaming channel secondhand grief in my subscriptions.
You had a gaming channel?
I did. I was originally, so this is like right after everything happened 4 years ago. I'm like, how do I rebrand? How do I come back? How do I, whatever, right? And I'm like, what if I start doing a gaming channel? And so I was going to call it Secondhand Grief because I was like, you know, griefing in multiplayer games or whatever. And I did a couple videos. This is right around the time that Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. And, you know, it just was like, it was hard to navigate. I was not in a good place mentally, I should say. So it was very difficult. I just kind of did a few videos and then let that go. I was going to rebrand it when the PS5 came out. And I wanted to do, what's it called? I wanted to do PS5 only. I was like, okay, if I build a channel around the PS5, I can do PS5 content. I can make money to afford a PS5. But again, that's a lot of content. That's a lot of work, right? But I was like, in my mind, I'm thinking like how I can make it work, how I can do it. But I'm like, I need a name. I need an interesting name. I need a unique name. And I came up with one actually. So if I ever, and at this point now, anyone could take it, but I was going to call it Enemy Crab.
Okay.
Do you know the meme on that one?
Dark Souls?
Not Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls.
I know I should know it because it sounds very familiar, but
Yeah, here I'll just. This is I gotta bring the clip over here. So this is from way back in the day. All right, way back in the day. Let me see if I can just get this here. All right, this clip should be it. It's just a little clip, So this is from E3, and just listen to this.
Which is based on Japanese history. The stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
That is a real.
wow.
That is a real presentation.
Here's this giant enemy crab.
Yeah, so it's all like we're basing this game around like actual like
Real
Japanese
battles,
real life Japanese feudal battles and real life locations. So here's this giant enemy crab, and it was said like that's a supercut, but like when you heard him, like I was watching it like live when that happened or whatever, and you just hear him say it, and he says it straight faced, like
Yeah, so nonchalantly, like, oh, enemy crab.
yeah, just enemy crab. Holy shit. Let's see. Command unit here says start with the Titanic Christmas episode. I'm assuming this Doctor Who.
No, again, I hate when people like. It is no offense. I understand. Just start from the beginning. Just start with the first episode of the revival in 2005 and go from there. I understand people have to overcomplicate. Like you don't tell someone, oh, start reading the book at chapter 16. Just say, read the book at chapter 1.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, at the same time with that, is it like really, like, does it matter? Is there a story?
I mean, here's the thing, right? I understand some people will say watch an episode that someone who isn't into Doctor Who would like to get them interested in Doctor Who. My mentality is I like to start stories where they start, and then I get into it as I go, kind of thing, right? So with the 2005 revival, it's very trying to reestablish what Doctor Who is and what, like, kind of the thing about the show. The first season has some really, really good stories that are important later. I mean, there's like, I'm trying to think, episode 6, Dalek. There's some stuff at the end of the season, especially. It's really interesting. I mean, most first seasons aren't perfect, but I mean, like, there's some really solid episodes in there. And then most of the David Tennant stuff, I think, is fantastic. You can't go wrong watching any of that. So, I mean, but the good thing about it is a lot of it is episodic until there's certain story beats that get picked up on or story threads kind of thing. So, yeah.
I mean, no, okay. I mean, yeah, I've heard good things about it, and I do like David Tennant, and I do like Matt Smith. I think it was just like Christopher Eccleston. When I first saw it, I was like, it didn't really wow me in the way that I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing is with him, with Eccleston, he really gets better as it goes on. In my opinion, like the first couple episodes, like I said, are really trying to like set the groundwork for things later.
Yeah.
You really see like his performance, especially starts shining around. I'd say episode 5 and 6. That's like really when it starts clicking.
Okay.
So.
Okay. I mean, I could put it on in the background and just watch it while I work, and then, until I get into it. Because I'll do that. I'll just like work on my laptop from bed, put my headphones on, turn on the TV, and like usually I just watch old reruns of Unsolved Mysteries. But
yeah,
is it on Disney Plus now? Is it all on there now?
No. Right now it's on HBO Max. I don't know when they're switching over, so it's all on HBO Max, all of it. So it has all of 2005, the start of the revival, all the way up until the current end of the Jodie Whittaker era. So I don't know when those rights are switching over, though. So it's just kind of one of those things.
Well, it probably by the time they get to the
probably by 2024, I would say.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would. That makes sense there. All right, Rational here. Thank you. Says, are you going to get the A and Neo or the Xbox One X or the One X player? What is the One X player? Is that like a Series X or One X?
I have no clue.
Player. Neither, because I don't have any money to get any of those things. It looks, I mean, like it's, I mean, I've been hearing a lot about like this, about the Steam Deck and about how these portable, like gaming PC handhelds are like coming along real well.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was going to mention you should watch the first season, the first series with Crystal Eccleston, because Simon Pegg plays one of the villains.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's funny the actors you see pop up. I mean, you have like David Oyelowo's in there, David Kaluuya, Gemma Chan. I mean, there's like so many famous actors who went on to be famous. Oh, Andrew Garfield actually pops up in one of the David Tennant episodes where they go to. He plays a New Yorker during the Great Depression with like the most funny American accent ever. That's when he first got started, actually. So.
Oh wow. Okay. I'll have to give that a watch, I mean, I've heard a lot about it. It's just, I think it's like, I just never, like, no one I know ever like sat me down and like, watch it, motherfucker. Like there's people I know that like, will go, all right, watch this shit. Like people, I knew at work were into it, but I just never got there. Command Unit here says David Tennant voiced a 40K audiobook Warhammer Adventures. It's really good.
He does some amazing audiobook work. He's really good when it comes to narration stuff. Like he's like exceptional voice talent.
I just wish we would have gotten the the final season of DuckTales. God damn it.
You kind of did. You got like you got a conclusion. So.
Okay, I haven't finished watching it yet, so I just know it's canceled. Thank you for that. And then H Barts here also says, my dad loves these films and loves Jeff Anderson as Randall. Dude, yeah, Sexy Randall the Pharaoh Wizard. Or Sexy Randall the Pharaoh. Yeah, Pharaoh Wizard. So there's you got our Sexy Randall the Pharaoh King. I think that's what it is. I forget. It's a Clerks animated show reference. You gotta Sexy Randall the Pharaoh Wizard. Nobody calls you that. Well, one guy did. Anyway, Command Unit here for 2. Thank you, buddy. Says all the Doctor Who books are written by 40K writers.
There is some crossover, I've heard. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. British and British. It makes sense on that one. It's kind of like for the Harry Potter movies, they said no American actors.
Mm-hmm.
Like Robin Williams was apparently begging, like, to be in the movie, right? And they're like, no, it's like too distracting if Robin Williams is in it, right?
Yeah.
But that's not true. There are actually American actors in the first 2 films.
Mm.
They are Chris Columbus's kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. But I was going to mention, too, when it comes to 40K and Doctor Who especially has some, like, the best audiobooks and audio dramas ever produced. Like, they do full-blown productions. I forget what the production company's called, but they will literally treat it as if it's like a television episode. And
isn't it like Big Finish that does it? Is
Big
it
Finish? I think it is Big Finish. Yeah. And they do some of the best audio drama work I've ever seen. It is astounding how it's like watching TV with your ears. Like
I know. Oh,
incredible.
I have friends who do audio drama. I'm actually in one. My friend he does a show called The Byron Chronicles. And it's so funny when I back in 2006 when I first got my iPod, I was like, oh man, radio dramas are cool. So I went looking around online and ended up finding The Byron Chronicles, and I downloaded it. I was like, oh, this is really good. It's set in Portland and shit. Cool. Ended up through like the process of just like reverse osmosis, ended up like befriending Eric Bubsby, the guy who wrote it and created it. So then I moved to Portland, and all of a sudden he's just like, oh, hey, anyone want to go see a movie? And I was like, he mentioned the theater next to my place. I'm like, oh yeah, I live right by there. And cool. And we ended up becoming like really, really, really good friends and like went all the time to hang out and like see movies and shit. So he lived around the corner from not directly around the corner, but like maybe like a half mile away, and stuff. And so he wanted me to do Jack Frost for like one of his Christmas specials. And so I kind of channeled my inner Mark Hamill Joker voice. I was like, oh, hello there, Santa Claus. I'm Jack Frost. Sort of thing, Like it's out there. If you find it, the Byron Chronicles holiday special, whatever the fuck it's called, I'm in there as Jack Frost. There you have it, fan. There you go. Community here says David Tennant and Billy Piper are big 40K fans. Well, I'm a big Billy Piper fan, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was actually at the store last night, and they have a bunch of DVDs that are out there that they sell for like $5. I actually found Secret Diary of a Call Girl, like season 2 for like $6 on DVD.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing here? I also
Right.
found, and I didn't buy it, but I probably should. Godzilla King of the Monsters, 3D Blu-ray,
Oh,
$5. I was like, I should go back and buy that.
you should. Yeah,
'Cause,
Billie Piper's a better actress than people gave her credit for back then. Like she's like for not being. I mean, she's like what, mostly a singer at the time. Like she's like a really good actress in Doctor Who. Like as someone who like never knew who she was before I started watching that show, I'm like, she's a good actress. She needs to act more. I don't know what she's up to. I know she's doing some of those audio dramas for Big Finish. So
yeah, it kind of I mean, that's, you know, that can happen. You work where you can, sort of thing, and then you end up just getting the jobs you
Yeah.
can.
oh, she's totally fine though. She's very fine. I mean, like she's doing well off for herself, I'm sure. So
Yeah, there you go. All right, Companion here. For 2 says, I hope David Tennant will join Henry Cavill's
they're
Warhammer
gonna get
Cinematic Universe.
British actors to join. I wouldn't worry about it.
I would, yeah. I think every like nerd British actor is going to be a part. I wouldn't be surprised if like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost pop up.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they will.
They
Sure.
will. H Bart's here for 5. Thank you. Says, watching these movies, seeing Jason Lee is so odd to me and my mom, since our only exposure to him was as Dave and Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, a little bit different, man. Definitely a little bit different when you watch Jason Lee back then, and then he moves over to My Name Is Earl. In fact, the reason why he had the mustache in Clerks 2 for the cameo was because he was shooting My Name Is Earl, and they wouldn't let him shave it. So that's why he had the mustache and like the pop collars and stuff.
That's
So
funny.
that was, I mean, I like My Name Is Earl. I think that's a really good one. Too bad it never got an actual ending. Fucking NBC.
Yeah.
Moisture here says, overall, Zaslav is making the right decisions. You know what? I mean, I think they're making the right decisions in regards to like, you know, for the resetting of DC, but there's also the talk of like a Harry Potter reboot, which I'll bring that up tomorrow night.
I think it's gonna happen. Here's the thing, right? You buy this new company, you're not doing very well off financially, but you also want to make these properties your own. Why not
Yeah.
just reboot and redo the stories?
Yeah. I'm
Right.
also like,
Put your own stamp on all of it.
yeah, we're also like 20 minutes behind on super chats, which is just crazy that we're that far back. Let's see. Oh, Jess here says, watch Pompo the Cinephile Cipriali. Yeah, I got the disc sitting right over there, man. Thank you very much for sending that my way. Sent me that for Christmas, and a couple mangas. One, a Star Trek one, like wasn't it a Ghostbusters one? I think it was the second one. So thank you for that. And then Command Unit here says, no one dead yet. I don't know what that's in reference to. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's what we're talking about 20 minutes ago. Okay, Command Unit here, also 5, thank you, says the Titanic Christmas special is good because it's a fully self-contained story that shows why Doctor Who is really good. Okay.
You're not wrong. I mean, there's some good stand. I mean, there's also Lady in the Fire too, which is a really good standalone episode too.
If you can do a good standalone that kind of exemplifies why it's good, I can get that. I can get behind that. But thank you for that there. And then H Bart's here also for 5, says, I won't watch Doctor Who because I would start from the first season from 1963 and I don't have that much free time. There's not,
You don't have to though. I mean,
there's not
like
50 years, like there's 50 years of content, but there's not like 50
years
years of content.
Right, yeah. I mean, also too, I mean, you don't have to watch all of it. I mean, you can cherry pick a lot of like the best of each era if you want to go about it that way. I mean, listen, it's an adventure trying to watch all of it. Most people don't do it. I mean, that's a good thing about Doctor Who. You can kind of watch and start where you want to. So
Yeah. Well, okay. So I can watch and start where I want to, but you think I should go back to the Eccleston and start there?
I think you should do that, but if you want to, you could really start wherever. I mean, hell, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could wait till the Disney era starts to start Doctor Who. You could. I mean, I think you should familiarize yourself with Russell T Davies' work with the revival to see what kind of writer and showrunner he is, so you get a feel for his work. But
yeah,
you know,
no, I understand that. Let's see here. And then, okay, sorry. I'm just like trying to play catch up here because it is getting late. I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah. Same.
I know you guys are like, thank you so much. Moisture also says, what movies and shows are you looking forward to this year? Mine are Mission Impossible 7 and X-Men 97. I am looking forward to, I think right now, the number one on my list for this year is Cocaine Bear.
Mine is the Super Mario Brothers movie, but Cocaine Bear is up there too.
That's up there. I mean, Cocaine Bear is Cocaine Bear. It just, that trailer looks amazing.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, too. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's Super Mario, Ant-Man 3 Quantumania. Hell yeah.
In terms of shows, I mean, Loki season 2 for sure.
Mando season 3.
Oh, I totally forgot. Yep. I totally
Bad
forgot
Batch
about Mando.
season 2. I mean, Star Wars, we're going to be good.
Ahsoka.
Yeah. I mean, too bad there's no Andor this year. I know it won't be till next year, but it's like, I'd love more Andor. Oh man, like there's Stranger Things 5 might come out towards the end of the year.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be next year. I think they want a year break, to be honest. I think next year would be a better year to end it.
It's so dumb.
I don't think so. I think next year's the right year to end it. So.
It's just like, come on, guys. Come on. Just like, but they also want to expand out the Stranger Things universe. I get that. Witcher season 3, although there was a tweet I saw earlier today that's talking about how they might switch it into 2 parts.
Oh, they're gonna let the Henry Cavill era slowly as possible.
That's okay. Netflix needs to do that. They look, splitting it up into the parts. If you're not going to do week to week, fine. Do volume 1, volume 2. Okay. Give people something to look forward to and come back to. Like, again, as we always say, like, they don't market their content like well enough. And the stuff people dive in and they breeze through it. And you're like, all right, great. But then you're like, well, shit, like, what else now? So it's just, I mean.
Yeah. Also, too, Arcane season 2, supposedly this year as well. That's going to be huge when that comes out.
I think there's another season of Paradise PD coming out this year. I know Saggy's into, I need to watch it. I haven't. Oh, I mean, well, I think there's going to be Human Resources season 2 is going to be coming. I don't think we're going to get Big Mouth season 6.
Secret Invasion also from Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a big one. Ironheart as well.
Oh, yeah. Isn't Armor Wars coming out too? Is that 2024?
No, they changed that. It's a movie now, and we don't know when it's coming out.
I can't keep up with that shit, to be fair. Like,
Marvel can barely keep up. They're changing so much over there because of Phase 4. So
well, and I think Iger coming back is going to help him out of that one as well. I do. I think Iger is going to help.
Yeah, they're reshuffling a lot. So
yeah, I mean, I was talking with H-Barts about this too, and I'm just like, God damn it, we gotta fucking wait. Another 2 years for Avatar. And he's like, I know, we got great to go back sooner. Because he didn't have to wait 13 years. He didn't see it until just last week. So he experienced 1 and 2. So he's now only got a 2-year wait like the rest of us. So there's that. There's a lot coming out this year I want to see. I'm going to spend a lot more time watching it. Building again, all about trying to build up audio commentary. H-Bar's here for 5. Thank you, buddy. Says, I had Chat GTP write a story about RJ stalking Haley Steinfeld and Jenna Ortega, but it ended with them stalking him.
That's just fucking bizarre.
It's wild program, dude.
All right, then.
You gotta love Chat GTP. I was actually on there tonight asking it, like, how do I write comics? Like, literally, I have no idea how to write a comic script. And so I was like getting some information on that. You know what pisses me off about ChatGTP? It's not ChatGTP itself. Like, there's limitations with it that you just have to kind of get around.
Yeah.
Right. But like, I go on YouTube and I just type in like ChatGTP videos to see what people are doing. And it's all just like scammy shit. Right.
I can imagine that, to be honest, people,
Yeah. It's like, oh, here's how you write these articles. And it's like, you do realize that like Google can detect the AI, right? Like, you can run it through an AI detection and it will detect the AI. So it's like, if you want you still have to paraphrase a bunch of that shit or tweak a bunch of that shit to make it unique. So you don't have, so the thing is, don't use it as a replacement. Use it as like a tool for certain things. If you just want something summarized or if you want something, whatever, do it like that. But they just fucking, I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. Like the crazy shit that people like. It kind of gets really annoying to watch because I'm like, man, this is a really cool little tool, and you guys are just trying to exploit it for whatever cheap cash you can get your hands on. Hey, what's up, man? Happy New Year, Benson. I hope you're having a good one, buddy. So there's just a lot there. JP says Netflix should do week to week. Oh, dude, you're preaching to the choir, buddy. We say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We say that all the time. All right, let's see here. JP says, I can't imagine binge watching Andor. It's amazing, but man, I don't want to cry every episode. That phone call scene is heartbreaking. The whole show was great. Also, oh yeah, he mentions Marvel Zombie rated R stuff too. That's right. That's coming out. Yeah. Blessing says, saw Avatar 2 today. Nice. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. H Bar's here for 5. Thank you, sir. Says, I hope the rumors of Finn Jones coming back as Iron Fist are true. I don't see that happening. I know, like, if they're talking about it, like, I would like it. I know you would like it. I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening, man. You know, like, what do you see? Do you see it happening?
No, I don't. I think Finn Jones is done. I don't think they want to keep him.
It just like it sucks, but yeah, you know, it really sucks. But they are gonna probably want to, like, you know, bring back who they want to bring back, and they're not gonna bring back everyone. I'm pretty sure that you know, Kristen Ritter will be back. Obviously Vincent D'Onofrio.
I don't even know if Mike Coulter's gonna come back either.
I mean, as long as he's doing evil over on you know, fucking
Showtime or Paramount. What is it?
Paramount, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hear really good things about that, actually. So, you know, I'm looking forward to whatever they do with him, but you know, I would love it. I really want like another. I want Coulter to come back. I want Finn Jones to come back. I'm just fucking tired of these, you know, companies doing dumb shit company things.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So what we got is, let me just double check this here. Okay. Thank you for that, H Barts. All right, guys. So, let's see. Benson here says Finn was terrible as Iron Fist, a white guy with a crappy perm. I thought he was fine. I grew to like him.
I've never really liked him in the role, but I don't know. I think it's more of an issue of the material being as bad as it was. He's not an actor who can elevate bad material. It's not an insult, but because a lot of actors can't do that.
That is true. A lot of actors can't. And again, an actor really is only good as the material that they're given, you know? So yeah. in many ways that doesn't, that doesn't change just because, you know, you like the material or not. I don't know. Sorry, I am starting to, like, my brain is starting to fucking go to mush. So let Jesus. All right, where am I at here? Sorry, guys, I'm starting to fucking fade. All right, here is the Warhammer. This is the 40K pill. It's an animated show, Pariah Nexus animated trailer. This is new. Let's see what this is all about.
Holy Emperor, Lord of humanity, forgive my weakness and grant me your mercy.
Whoa.
For we have let our world die.
Awaken primary functions from base protocols.
Obeisance Illuminaceras.
Engage the survivors. Rectify the anomaly of their continued existence.
Look around, sister. Where has your faith led you?
It is better to die for the Emperor
than live for yourself.
Whatever that thing is, we can take it.
All across the Imperium, tens of millions of lives are lost every second.
It matters.
Life matters, sister. The Emperor's angels won't save this world now.
Be quiet! There's something out there.
All right, that actually looks pretty. That looks pretty good. Yeah. That's on Warhammer Plus, which is their subscription service. So that's
their own streaming service. What?
They have like not a streaming service per se. There is stuff there that
like
is
it's a little platform, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's kind of like that. It's just that's really what it boils down to. So let's see here. I think that's gonna probably do it for us.
Yeah. It's almost 3 a.m. I'm gonna go pack the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, my brain is like, but anyway, guys, look, have a great day tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow night. We'll do a members only stream after tomorrow night. So we'll do a shorter stream because this is like almost 3 hours. We'll do a short stream tomorrow night, talk about the news, catch up on some trailers, maybe see what's going on. Probably do maybe like an hour long after stream members only stream and watch some stuff over there. And it will be another fun day of talking about movies. But thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. As always, you never know what's going to happen on Hollywood After Dark, but Hollywood After Dark will always know what happens to you because it will be in the news. And we'll probably fucking talk about it. All right. Night, everybody.